Hey y'all, welcome. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank y'all for being here this morning. Um, I was just on TikTok live, so sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all come follow me over there. SheRaSeven, the original. Um, Sprinkle, sprinkle. This is my. This says SheRaSeven, SheRaSeven, the original. Y'all come on over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. It's taking so long because I took my time. Someone says, "Why is it taking so long?" Sorry, y'all. Usually when it says I'm going live, it usually takes about a good 5 minutes before I get on here because I have to put up all the links. I have to share. I have to go through all the things on YouTube to click in order for the video to be, what it is. Okay. So how are y'all doing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So we're talking about charging for forgiveness. Now, if you're in a relationship and your man messes up, charge for his forgiveness. It's not free. Think about that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You'll get a lot further in your relationship and a lot further in life if you charge people for forgiveness. I promise you. Now, I'm talking about relationships such as man and woman, or, just not just men and women, but like romantic relationships that have to do with, conditions. All right. Because that's what are the conditions, not unconditional relationships, but conditional relationships, which are more romantic relationships. Okay. So make them pay for your forgiveness because it is not free. Remember, it is a unconditional relationship that is free, that you can forgive. But conditional relationships, those are the conditions. Okay. Whatever type of relationship that you're in, if the man or the woman messes up, if you're in a same-sex relationship, whatever, whoever needs to pay, gotta pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If not, do what you gotta do. Now, I'm not talking to Dusties. If your woman messes up because you're Dusty, she's supposed to be upgrading on you anyway. So it don't count for you, sir. I'm talking about women who are in a relationship with a man and doing the most or being faithful or whatever. And the man decides that he wants to do what he wants to do. And he accidentally gets caught. Now, if you get caught and you don't want to lose the woman that you're actually with, you got to actually pay for her forgiveness. And men do it all the time. I've seen it. So make sure you're charging high, because if the price is low, they're going to continue to mess up with no problems. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure the price is high for them to mess up. Okay. Thank you, She-Shack. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Thank you, Antebella. Your sugar daddy divorced from his wife. Does that mean I can ask for more money now? He won't spend on his wife that much now. It depends on if his wife is on alimony or not. She's getting most of the divorce money. So you got to make sure that he's okay financially. Sprinkle, sprinkle. She-Shack, sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the forgiveness gift, but you don't have to forgive. Just get the gift first. And it's still up to you to forgive or not. Okay? And please, She-Shack, just use your common sense. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure the Rolex is real, because some people be buying that fake stuff. A lot of y'all women walking around with fake stuff that these men bought for y'all. Y'all better go check. Check, see if it's real. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, yes, we're charging for forgiveness now, ladies. If it's a minor thing, then maybe they can do something nice for you or buy you a small token or a small gift. If it's something major, y'all got to go buy something major. You see the difference? Your man begged you to live with him, and now every time he gets mad, he threatens to put me out. When I finally pack all my things, he begs me to stay. Okay, well then charge him a pack-up fee. Every time you have to pack stuff, you need to charge him, which means he needs to be buying you something big time. Okay? All right, sprinkle, sprinkle, pack-up fee. And write it down like, here's my pack-up fee. Every time you make me mad enough to leave, but then you beg me to stay, here go my pack-up fee. it could be a luxury purse. It could be a trip, a vacation or something. But you need to start charging for that pack up fee, ma'am. Nothing is free. Okay. Not even forgiveness. It's not anymore. So you say you have always charged. Good for you. You are smart. What if you're on different religious backgrounds than your provider? Then he needs to switch to yours. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or his whole religion needs to change and just worship you. There you go. That's how you win. How to tell them that you want money without looking crazy. You don't look crazy when you're a grown woman and you looking at a provider for money. You don't look crazy. Only pick bitches look crazy when they start, doing the most for the least. You look smart, ma'am. You don't look crazy. You look like you know your value and your worth. And if they like you 10 times more, they're going to comply. Okay, you look smart. You don't look crazy. The only time you're going to look crazy is if that man can go get what you have for free somewhere else, which means you didn't choose wisely when you chose your target. If you take it and leave, if he hurts me down, okay, hunts you down. Man, if you're afraid, then just leave that person alone. Okay. I said use common sense. Please, okay, SheShack, I appreciate all the nice donations that you're giving me, but your questions are sounding a little bit, okay? So take a break and use your common sense. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You're doing too much. Relax. Just trying to help you. Sure. How to get a date? Like, I don't get scared to ask for money. Okay. They got to like you. Look, I'm going to give you a sign. They got to like you 10 times more, man. If you're going on dates with men that don't even like you, you're not going to be able to get no money. Okay. You got to look 10 times better than them. They got to like you 10 times more than you. If you're going out on dates with men that look the same as you or just as good as you, well, you're not getting anywhere. Okay. They got to be ugly. They got to be old or ugly, or you got to look 10 times better than them, and they have to literally almost be obsessed with you. This is the kind of man you're going for. This is the target. If y'all are doing anything else, y'all are wasting time. Get off the channel. Okay. If y'all are looking for real love, equal love, he's cute, you're cute, then great. I hope you find it. But I'm talking to the women that's trying to get this money now, not in 10 years. Okay. I'm talking to women who's trying to get this money now, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now, but today. Y'all are asking me the dumbest questions today. Okay. How do I get, ma'am, he gonna give it to you if you look good. Ma'am, he's gonna give it to you if you're his dream woman. Ma'am, he's gonna give it to you if he likes you 10 times more. If y'all are looking for true love and Barbie and Ken type looking stuff, go somewhere else. That's not over here. That ain't over here. We're in the real world over here. We know how to get this money quick, fast, get in and get out and accomplish our goals in life. If y'all are about this true love, Barbie and Ken stuff, go find that somewhere else. And if you don't look like Barbie, then shut up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Work on that first. We got to work on the main things first. If you're trying to date, going out there looking like who did it and why, and and afraid to ask for money, I know why you're afraid to ask for money. Get your looks up. Okay. Carry me, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Shira, would a man avoid to stay alone with me, but want to take me outside in public with him? What? Why would a man avoid this? Because he's hiding something and it's little. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you're his beard. Either he got a little thing or you're his beard. When I say you're his beard, I mean he's gay. Gay or little. Little or gay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Yeah, I think you should look into that. Okay. Now let me get back to my rant. Ladies, if you and your man look like y'all are an actual couple that looks like you would actually go 50-50, this is not the channel for you. It has to be obvious who's paying for all the bills. Okay? It got to be obvious. That's how you choose the right target. Any ideas on the other woman accidentally find out about us without calling her? They live together but not married. He's a provider. Take it back. Don't worry about the other woman. Worry about your goals and your business. Okay. The other woman probably don't care. I already know. The man gonna cheat anyway with somebody else if it ain't you. Just get the money. The other woman will figure it out. If she don't, then she doesn't want to. Okay. Worry about you. I promise you. Y'all so busy worried about this other woman because you want to be the main woman. Well, it's fine. If you want to be the main woman, make him spend money. That's how you become the main woman. The more they spend on you, the more likely you're able to become the main woman. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you worrying about becoming the main woman, get him to spend the most on you. That's it. That's the answer. Okay? Keep trying to tell y'all won't listen. There's no other way to do it. If he's spending more on her and investing more into the main woman than he is into you, then you don't have a chance. Okay? Get money spent. I'm trying to help y'all. They're going to follow their investment. Okay? All right. You said how to make guys pay for the whole meal. Only go out with men who are gentlemen and who you look 10 times better than them. Because can you imagine an ugly man asking you to pay for dinner? Or an old man 20 years older than you asking you to pay for dinner? Y'all are going out with the wrong age and the wrong looks. That's why y'all having to reach in them purses. Okay, I'm trying to help y'all. You don't want to reach in your purse, make sure you look 10 times better and they like you 10 times more. If you want to reach in your purse, then y'all go for, normal, everyday looking couples that look like they split bills. Okay. I'm just trying to help y'all understand it a little bit better. He paid off your 10,000 credit debt. Okay, good for you, Aria. But won't pay any bills. Only wants to pay for nails and hair. Should I drop him? Now get another one, ma'am. Add one to the roster who will pay the bills. What are you doing? You don't drop them. You just get another one. Okay. You stop. You spend a little bit less time with him. You find a hobby. But that hobby is the new one. Okay. You get one that can do it all. It's harder to find one that can do it all. So you have to have a roster. Okay. Just like men do. Men have rosters. You don't put out, she's going to put out. You look nice on the dinner date, but she looks nice after the dinner date. Okay. Just think about it. You need a roster. What he won't do, another man will. Don't drop one. Keep both. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it done. Several streams of income, not just one. Okay. Be smart about it. Be smart. If y'all women aren't insulted when a man asks you to pay for something, you're with the wrong type of man. Okay. You should be insulted when a man fixes their mouth to ask you to pay for something. That should be like telling you that you're ugly. That's the equivalent of saying you're ugly and I don't like you, so pay for your half. Because I don't even want to be seen out in public with you if I even have to pay for your dinner. That's what they're telling you. This is what they're telling you. You're not pretty enough for me to foot the whole bill. I don't like you enough to pay for your food. That's what he's telling you. And y'all are dumb enough to say, okay, let me go ahead and pay. Girl, they don't like you. If they ask you to pay, get off the table. First and foremost, figure out if they're paying before you even sit down. I wouldn't even be on a date where people ask me to pay because that's ridiculous. But if you find yourself in that predicament, get up and leave right before you even order a drink, ma'am. What advice do you have for traditional wife when nothing is in your name, not even a bank account, to go get a bank account in your name? Sprinkle, sprinkle, ma'am. Get up, take your driver license to the bank, get you some cash, get you some money, sell something of his, I don't know, whatever, and go start you a bank account. Okay, be smart. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Grow a brain. There you go. You said I missed your super chat, Crystal? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, like you said, my medium, ugly, and rich boyfriend got me a fake bracelet. What should I say to make him pay for it? I think his stuff is fake too. Say, okay, so say, you know what? Where did you get this bracelet from? And then they'll be like, oh, such and such and such and such. It's like, oh, okay. Well, how much did it cost? If you don't know the real price is fake, right? So if you could prove that it's fake, then be like, okay, well, I took it up there to get it cleaned, and they said it was fake. And I was so say you were so embarrassed. They said it happens a lot. So let's see what he says, girl. Okay, Gina says, notice most of the older men, 50s and 60s, who are wealthy and successful look incredible these days. Times have changed to make the pool tiny. Thoughts. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, if the guys are 50s and 60s are looking good these days, you got to look better, or you got to look like the type of woman that they want. Okay. So for example, for me, my age, like I'm 45, right? I'm not going for nobody in their 50s because that's only what 5 years older than me or 10 years older than me. I need older. Okay. So I'm gonna go for someone probably in their 60s, 60 something, because they're gonna spend. All right. I'm not worried about a relationship. I'm not worried about having no kids with them. I'm not worried about any of those things. I'm worried about the benefits. Okay. How much they like me, what they're gonna do for me, my goals. I'm not worried about the other stuff. If y'all have not, if y'all are young and y'all want kids and stuff like that, y'all might need to go for like, someone like in their 50s if you're in your 20s, or in your 30s, you might need to go someone in their mid 50s because they can still have kids. Men can still have kids up until they're like 70, 80. Okay. That doesn't mean they're going to be as active with them as somebody young. And most of the time, these young guys be out in the streets anyway and not active with their kids anyway. You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out what you're trying to do with your life before you choose your target or your mate or your partner. If it's just for dates, it doesn't matter. The goal is benefits. Okay. Y'all have to think like that. What is your goal for this particular person? Is your goal to marry them? Is your goal to get things out of them? Is your goal, for them to pay your bills? What's your goal? Y'all got to come straight with the goals. What's your goal for this man? All right. All right. Can't tell them they're good looking. Yeah, don't tell no man he's good looking. That's very masculine. They compliment him on his skills or his humor or his, success, not on his looks. If you do, it's further down the line after you all know each other. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for getting my books. You said you're at school. Can you tell some advices for those who want to live with fiance? He's 32, you're 30, you're 21. Make sure you have a bank account, a savings account, and you're able to move whenever you feel like it. Okay. Make sure he puts that into your account. Don't move in with no man unless he moves some money into your account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's what you need to know. You need to have enough money in your bank account to say, I don't like you no more, I'm out. And he needs to put it in there so he can act right. I'm telling you, when a man invests in you and he knows you can leave at any time and you got options, he gonna act better. He will act better. If he knows that the money and sitting in your bank account is now yours and that you can leave at any time, he acts stupid. You think he gonna be acting stupid? All right, then get the money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Put him on direct deposit, ma'am, if he's inconsistent. All he need to do is go in his bank, have your account put on direct deposit every month. You could do it online, very easy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Technology will help you. Um, how do you compliment your men? By doing things for you and not making him feel like the prize when he's lucky to have you. You just smile in approval and say, "Oh, that looks really good. Thank you so much." You act satisfied. Satisfied. That's the highest form of gratification you can get um, on a regular basis. You act satisfied. When he does something really good, then you act excited. Okay. But you cannot do too much when it comes to men. I'm trying to tell y'all because they start to take it for like they start to act like, okay, well, I'm this. You gotta just be satisfied. Like, oh, that's good. You did good. Like, yes. Because think about it. If some of the things that these guys are doing for you, you can actually do for yourself and even better. Why, like, unless you're trying to get something out of them, don't give them too much, you know, extra. Like, don't treat them like a child, like when they draw something, like you don't even know what it is. Don't act like it's like the best work of art. Okay, just like, oh, that's really good. That's nice. Okay. When they do something really extravagant and really good, then you do it because that is what they seek. That extra, that super, thank you. That's what they're looking for. So that means in order to receive that, they got to continue to do extra good, not just mediocre. If you praise someone for mediocrity, they're just going to stay mediocre. You only praise them when they do something great. You are satisfied with their mediocrity, but you're not showing much enthusiasm. So if they do something nice, like, oh, those are nice. Oh, that's nice. Da, da, da. But if they do something grand, oh my goodness, yes, da, 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 then you act like it's great. So, when we said, how about cleaning the washroom? No, because you can hire a maid to do that, or you can do that yourself. What's cool? If they're organizing it and totally redoing it, maybe, yeah, that's a good thing. But if they're just mopping the floor and sweeping it, no. All right. If they totally reorganize it like a before and after picture, yes. If they're just doing what you normally do on a daily basis, no. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, how to find out his income? He pays for everything. Find out what he does for a living and then look up the average salary. And depending on how old he is, he probably makes more. If he owns a business, look up his business. I don't know. Thank you, Cosmic Luna Healing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You put him in debt. Should I leave now? Engaged. Girl, you never get with a man unless he has money to give, not to get indebted with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. If your man don't got it, he ain't got it. You should understand this. Okay. If everything is on credit, it's not real. If he's not paying with cash or his bank debit card, no. I know some people have credit cards to, get points and stuff, but if he can't pay his credit card off in one fell swoop, no. So no, stop getting with those type of dudes. Because if you get married now, your credit and his credit are both going to be terrible. Just tell him you can't. Tell him he got 6 months to get his credit right, or the wedding is off. Help him. Okay, help you come up with get money scenario for getting. Okay, how to guilt him into giving me more. Okay, tell him it's more. Find a find a place that charges a lot and give him that price. And then tell him you're gonna have to take time off work if you have a job. Tell him you're gonna have to do this. Tell him you have to do that. Tell him you're gonna have to hire somebody to come and assist you or help you, and give him a big price of how much you're gonna need from him. All right. If he does not comply, then tell him it's gonna cost more in child support if you don't. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you decide between two guys via ick? I don't even know what. Okay. Which one has the more money? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ocean devotion. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Which one's spending the most money? That's the one. The most and spending the most. That's how you choose any man. Duh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Whoever's spending the most and can help you reach your goals faster in life. Okay. There you go. How do you define how do I define trophy wife? And do you recommend being one? If you look like the prize, ma'am, prize and trophy are literally the same thing. If you look like the prize, you're a trophy wife. If you are the prize and you look like the prize, you're the trophy wife. That means the man won you with his earnings. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You say, why do you easily get obsessed with men? Because you're not obsessed with yourself. If you're already obsessed with something, you can't get obsessed with something else so easily if it's not obsessed with you. Okay. That's one of the problems that y'all women mess up with. If you're not obsessed enough with yourself, you're going to obsess over someone else. So become obsessed with yourself. Then everyone else, like men or friends or whatever, you're not going to obsess over because you're already obsessed over yourself. I promise you. You got to become obsessed over you. That's the key. If you're not obsessed over you, how is a man supposed to become obsessed over you? You got to show him how it's done. Oh, God is wild red. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. How are you? I know, like, people say, how do you become obsessed with yourself? Okay. You focus on yourself. Put yourself as a priority. Get up, get dressed, look cute every day. Make sure everything in your environment, everything that represents you is how you like it, how you want it. Okay. If it's not making money, it's not making sense. If it's not helping you grow, if it's not improving you, you don't really deal with it. Okay. And if you put that focus on you like that, when it comes to relationships like friends, men, acquaintances, and stuff like that, if it's not helping you, if it's not promoting you, you're not there for it. You see? How do you gauge how much to ask for without asking for too much or too little? You have to know how much he earns, what he does for a living, and how much he pays on all his bills. And if you don't know that, then you, like, honestly, you're gonna figure it out. Okay. You're gonna be able to figure it out. So how much do you think you're worth? And how much do you think that they think you're worth? So if you were to ask for $500 versus $1,000, which one do you think they're more likely to give you? Okay. How much do you see them reaching in their pockets or going to the ATM machine, pulling out with ease, with no, I need something in return, but just here you go because I like you? How much do you see them doing? Then that's how much you ask for. So, and I'll always say, if they like you 10 times more, double what you're asking, and they'll say, well, I can give you half, or I can give you this much, and you're still going to get more than you would have asked for in the first place. So if you think they can easily pull out $500 from the ATM, you ask for 1,000. Then they'll say, I can do 500. If you think they can only do 500, you always double what you really want. Because if they say no, or if they say, well, I can do half, then you're getting what you need. Okay. But if you're obsessed with yourself and you know you can go get it from someone else, they're most likely going to give it to you. If you look desperate, like they're your last hope, they're literally going to be like, well, what are you going to do for this? Or why should I give you money? If you look like you could ask any old body and they're going to say yes, they're more likely to give it to you. People give, let me tell y'all this. Now, this is the crazy thing, but it's the truth. People give more to people that already have, or look like they can have it, or look like they can get it with no problem than they would someone who doesn't have it or can't get it. That is the truth. And that's why I'm trying to tell y'all. You have to look like you can go out and get it from anyone else. You can't be desperate. You cannot give off desperation. You're going to ask for that money like it's nothing, like it's casual, like it's asking for him to buy you a lip balm at the counter at Walgreens, literally. Be like, oh, I really forgot to do some stuff this month and have some unexpected costs come up. Do you mind giving me $500? Like, that would be so sweet of you. Then I can like literally start focusing more on us, or I would literally ask for more than that. But if you said 500, you might only get two. So would you mind giving me $1,000? Or would you mind, don't say lend, don't say borrow. It's like, would you mind getting me $1,000? I really got to go get some stuff done, and I'm so excited to see you and where you're gonna take me next and all. Like if they like you, they're gonna do it because you asked so casually as if everyone does it for you. Thank you, Jay Boopsy. Thank you, Win, Sprinkle Sprinkle. She or provider get jealous and intimidated by me and then acts mean towards me. Thoughts, how do I? Nice, nasty, humble a man. Just tell them it's like if you're feeling insecure, you need to go talk to someone about that. There's nothing I'm gonna be able to do about that. If you can't handle me, just say you can't handle me. Just say that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll get it together. And they'll stop from doing it because they know you see it. Because the more they act like that, the more they emasculate themselves if you already know. Thank you, Princess Hannah. You're ready for your goddess wife who will provide with you, who will provide with me. I'm focused on me, my goals, activating my. Okay, good, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any tips? If you have money, I don't know what you're looking for. I don't know if you're looking for a woman to spend on or for to spend on you. You got to go older. If you're looking for them to spend on you. Yeah. Oh, Cicely, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to go older. Don't women golf too? Go to golf clubs, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're gay and men always give you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, Allie. It doesn't matter. Like, you get it from men or women, right? You said, what if they give less than what you asked for? Do you accept or reject? You take it and say, well, every little bit helps. Thank you. I'll see where I can get the rest. Or you like make it seem like it's nothing. Like, oh, great. I need to really go. It's like, oh, thank you so much. I really needed some new socks this fall. It's like, oh, thank you. Every little bit helps. That's so sweet for you to contribute. That means you're finna go get some off somebody else. Or is you only gonna go spend it on socks because that's all he gave you enough for. You asked him for forgiveness money and he kept quiet. Okay, well then he don't want to buy your forgiveness. You're not worth it. Like if a man don't want to buy your forgiveness, you ain't worth it. He don't care if you forgive him. Think about that. If he don't care if you forgive him or not, he gonna do it again anyway and don't care. But if he cares, he's gonna pay. Y'all have to think about this. Most women, let me repeat this. And this is the sad truth. Most women are with men who don't like them. They'll lose you over messing up and not even paying for forgiveness. They'll be like, oh well, I ain't paying for no forgiveness. I don't like you that much. They'll say, you got caught. You caught me. Oh well, either forgive me for free or I'm out. They don't even like you. They don't even want you. They won't even fight for you. Not even financially. Okay. They'll fight for you fake emotionally, but they're not going to fight for you financially where it counts. So they don't even like y'all if they're not gonna pay to keep y'all. They don't even like you. That's how you know. And don't think they're fake acting, begging you, playing songs, Trying to be romantic with you? Money. Gifts. You gonna pay for this. If you don't pay, you don't stay. Goodbye. That's exactly how you charge for forgiveness, because it shows you how much you're worth to them. If you're not even worth spending money on, but he can go out and cheat and spend money on someone else, or he can go out and mess up and do whatever he does with someone else, or he can hang out with the boys and pay for rounds of drinks with them, but he can't pay for your forgiveness, then he don't want it. So don't give it to him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said attract, but never maintaining what to do. You don't really need to maintain. They need to maintain you. And I keep telling y'all this. What is your target? Who is your target? You can attract anybody. You can attract a dusty off the street. Who's your target? What type of target are you attracting? Attract the right target and they will figure out how to maintain you. You got to attract the right target. That means they got to like you 10 times more. You got to be 10 times out their league. That you have to look interested as if they're able to approach you. So you go somewhere where you know there's older men or less attractive men than you. You give them a little eye contact and the smile and wait for them to come over. Okay? They already know that they're going to have to put up some money because you look so good. I'm at home because I have errands to run in a second. And I'm waiting on packages to be delivered. Okay. What to do you think if they insult you behind your back? Is it a girl or a guy? Because I really don't care who's insulting me behind my back as long as I'm getting paid in my face. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what? Money is never insulting. So as long as they're paying, they can say whatever they need to say because I'm going to say what I need to say. Okay? Whatever makes them feel better. As long as that money and that check is going through, I don't care what they're saying. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all be caring about too much stuff that don't give you no money. Okay? Y'all caring about everything that's not beneficial. Ma'am, if it ain't beneficial, don't care about it. Oh, Aria, sprinkle, sprinkle. He already booked us a trip. Okay, you don't want to go anymore. How do you get out of it? He got the flights with his points. Okay, you need to come up with a whole list of expenses that he needs to take care of before you leave. Make sure it's high. That way he'll say no. Then he'll scramble to take someone else because you know that's what he's going to do because he got points. So, or if you don't want to go, then you need to tell him that you can't go because of A, B, C, and D. You need to get all your bills paid. You can't take time off work. You need to get this. You need to get that. You need to board your fake imaginary dogs. You got to pay for parking at the airport. You got to pay someone to come water your plants at your house. Just make up a whole list of stuff and make sure it costs more than the trip. Oh, Colleen, sprinkle, sprinkle. Colleen, do you have any tips on collecting money like in the beginning so you're not scammed? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gifts. Get gifts that are valuable. So, say you like certain perfume, flowers. Like when y'all are talking on the phone, mention that you love getting flowers and you love perfume, or that you lost one of your favorite diamond earrings while you were talking with them, or you broke one of your favorite bottles of perfume while you were on the phone with them. Like, throw a fake Dollar Tree glass down and make it sound like you broke something. And it's like, oh my gosh, I broke my favorite perfume while I was talking to you because I had the phone in my hand and it's my perfume slipped. Oh, that's my favorite one. You can be like, oh, well, what kind is it? I'll get you a new one. You know what I'm saying? So make something feel like it's his fault. That's kind of expensive, but not super expensive. Make sure he's a provider, that he will jump in and try to save the day. Like, oh, I'll get you another bottle of perfume. What kind is it? Or, you can say, oh, it smells weird in here. I think it's because my flowers are dying. I need some new flowers. I love such and such flowers. Or it's like, oh my gosh, like when you're out on the date with him, wear one earring, but like cover your ear so he can't see it. Or go take one out like when he's not looking and act like you lost it. And then start like getting sad and upset about it and see if he offers to buy you some new earrings. They can be fake, it don't matter. Like the fake earrings that you're gonna lose. Make sure he thinks they're real. How you tell him to pay for forgiveness in a feminine way. It's like, well, I don't really just tell him you don't forgive people. They only get one chance with you. And then say you'll only consider forgiving him if he does A, B, C, and D. So if your standards are already high, saying I don't forgive people for this, but since I like you, then I'll give you a chance if you do A, B, C, and D. There you go. You start out with the high standard saying I don't forgive. But since I like you, I'm willing to do some type of forgiveness if you do this. All right. That's the feminine way, just reword it. You said men chasing you are controlling, but pay for everything, not married to any of them, what to do. A man can't control you if you have options. Remember that. So have plenty options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And when I say options, I mean options like options to not need them, options with richer men, options, to do whatever you want. Okay. Not desperation. Okay. No desperation. Options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you got the Dyson Airwrap complete long set so I can unblock them. You talking about a vacuum, girl? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all silly. Well, at least you got what you wanted, man. Is that a vacuum or some type of product for your hair? Mm-hmm. How to move on from breakup with a colleague at work. Girl, I would never date somebody at work unless they was the owner. Or I wasn't going to be working there for much longer. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Treat them like you never went out with them. Treat them like nothing ever happened. Okay, you got to learn how to control your emotions. You got to treat them like nothing ever happened. Treat them like business. Okay, it's just business, man. It's just business. Don't go in there all extra emotional, like we're gonna act like you never dated him. Okay, y'all got to get a hold of y'all's emotions. I would act like I don't even remember their name or that I ever dated them again. I just called them the wrong name by accident just to be funny. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any tips on how to act or what to say when he starts an argument? Ask him where he's trying to go tonight. Because usually that's when they start an argument, when they're trying to get out of the house or get you to get mad at them so they can go do their other plans. See through it quickly. It's like, so where are you trying to go tonight? They're going to be mad, especially if they're young. I don't know how old they are. If they're young, just ask where they're trying to go tonight. It's like, so where are you trying to go? You're like, what? Yeah, you're trying to start an argument so that I can get mad at you and you can storm off and you can go do your plans, whatever you planned on. So where are you trying to go? Because that's what they're doing. If they're trying to pick a fight with you for no reason. Men don't really do that unless they're trying to get out the house. You say he don't have plans. Okay, well, he wants to make you upset because you look good and he's trying to get you emotionally attached to him, whether it's through anger or whatever, because anger is an emotion. So don't get mad at him. Treat him like a child. When they old and they act that way, it's different. Treat him like a child. Don't get mad. It's like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm so sorry. Is there anything that you need? Okay. Well, I'm going to go run some errands and I'll be back soon. Okay. You're going to be okay. All right. Treat them like a child if they're much older, because what they're doing is trying to get you emotionally attached to them. They can't do it with any other means, so they have to use anger. So you just treat them like a child. See, it's different for different ages and different types. You got to treat them all different. They're not the same. If it's young, he's trying to get out the house. If he's old and he's a homebody, he's trying to get you to give him some attention. So either way. Why do Dusties lie about having own company when we tell them they have no money? Because they can't verify a profession or a career. So therefore, their own company, they could just be designing t-shirts online, man. Who knows? That might bring in $20 a week. We don't know. But it's their company. Okay? You should ask them, well, how much does your company make annually? Okay? Say, can I look up your company? And well, if you don't show up, then guess what? Oops. Like, play dumb, ma'am. It's like, oh, really? What's your company's name? And how much does it make annually? If you're just trying to call them out, then call them out. Ask them how many employees they have. Okay. You know how much it costs to start your own company legally? $15, $18. So if you got $18 in 9 minutes to fill out something online, you can have your own company too. Sparkle, sparkle. All right. What if you're getting a bad gut feeling about him and he's a provider and tries to impress me? Then that's why you have more than one, ma'am. That's why you have more than one. You got you. Because if you're getting a bad feeling with him, you just say, okay, well, I don't want to spend time with you today. Make sure them bills paid. I'm going to be busy over here. And then you go to the next one. You spend time with this one. If you don't get a bad feeling with this one, then great. You go back over here. If you still getting a bad feeling from this one, collect the money and go back over here. Okay? You getting a bad feeling from this one? Don't stay too long. Collect the money and go back over here. Okay? Make some excuses up. Lie. They think they gaming you and wearing you down. Meanwhile, you over here with your other one on the roster. They're making no progression. All they're doing is paying and providing, while you're saying, okay, well, I'm super busy, but I enjoy spending time with you. Make sure the bills paid. You go over here. They think they wearing you down and you wearing them down. Have more than one. If you got all the overthinking thoughts, or if you feel like something is off, have somewhere else to go. Okay. What if you can't let go? Then you're the problem. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you can't let go of something, it's because you're insecure about not being able to replace it with something better. Okay. Like, for example, when I clean out my closet, I used to have a problem with letting clothes go. But now I know I can go buy anything I want anytime. I can rebuy what I throw out if I want it. You gotta understand that it's a mental thing. You don't think you can replace it with something better. That's why you won't throw it out. This is why rich men don't have a problem with moving on really quick and disposing, because they can get something better or the same, or they can get the other one back. Okay, y'all see what Kanye did? When Kim left, he went and got the lookalike. So it's because you don't think you can do better. It's you. It's not them. Ain't nothing you did. That you have just been with them so long, and you have believed whatever they told you, or that you believe you can't improve or do better. So you want to hang on to it as long as possible. Okay, emotionally, mentally, physically, you don't think that you can do better, or you don't want to do better. So It's literally up to you what you want. It's all about you, remember? Remember, you're supposed to be obsessed with yourself, not with another person. If you're obsessed with yourself, you know what your goal would be after you break up with somebody? To go find a better version of a partner that's better than the last one to make you look good. Okay, because you're obsessed with you, not them. It shouldn't even be about them. It should be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go upgrade. I'm gonna go upgrade. It's the same thing with the car. You go to the car dealership. Are you sad to let your old car go? Or are you ready to upgrade? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now it's different if your car gets repossessed. It's different if you can't afford your payments. It's different if you lose the car because of something. But it's not different when you go into the dealership to trade it in to get something better. That's how you got to think. If you don't have good credit, you can't get nothing better. If you don't believe in yourself to think that you can afford something and you don't have the money in the account, well, of course you're afraid to lose what you already have. You're supposed to be able to upgrade with no problem. That's why you got to be obsessed with self, and the relationships that you're in have to be beneficial. That way you can let them go when you need them, when you don't need them no more. And if they let you go and you still don't need them because you've already been benefiting to the point where you didn't need them anyway, except for the beginning, So keep beneficial relationships and keep upgrading. That way you don't get stuck. Okay? Because a lot of women get stuck because of themselves. It's not the man, it's you. You don't think you can do better. So rethink that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. How to act when he promised giving you money but didn't. Okay. Promises are comforts to fools. When he says it, go right then and there and get it. If he's talking about it on the phone, Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. If he's talking about in the future, you're not listening. You're not giving him any benefits for future promises, only what he can do today. Okay. So if he says, oh, I'm going to give you the money on Friday. It's like, okay, well, then I'll talk to you on Friday. Bye. Okay, well, I'll give you the money next week. Okay, well, then I'm really busy. I got to go. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Don't stay on the phone with that dude. Don't answer all his texts when he's promising you something next week. Talk to him next week then. All right. Y'all doing the most for the least. Thank you, sweet Sophia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Temporarily, you're unemployed. Okay. Should you spend more to freestyle in the city or stay local and consistent in the suburbs? Don't spend what you ain't got, ma'am. If you can't freestyle for free on someone else's dime, then don't go too far out of what you can afford. So, for example, if you go somewhere and men are going to pay for your drinks, then you're fine. Order a water if you can't afford it. Order an iced tea or something cheap. So, go where you can afford, or go where men are going to pay for you. Don't spend too much money, and you never know what's going to happen. Okay. Someone says, do free activities in rich areas of the city. Exactly. You could go walk in a park on the rich side of town. You can go window shopping in a nice shopping center. You can go walk through the grocery store and buy your normal groceries that you buy. You can do all those things. You don't have to be sitting at a bar. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. How to work on charm? Stop asking the same question over and over. Use common sense, ma'am. Okay. A lot of the stuff that I teach is literally common sense, and it's like this. What do men like? They like pretty women, right? You got to look attractive to them. You got to make them seem as if they have a chance with you. You have to laugh at all their stupid jokes, give them a little bit of eye contact, and smile. That's literally it. Don't overdo it. Don't give off desperation. You got to allow them to chase you. Once you let them know that you are allowing them to chase you, then you got to let them chase you. You can't be the aggressor. Okay? So, if you see somebody and you think that who may be interested in you, smile, get them to notice you, give them a little eye contact, look at them a couple more times, and wait for them to come over. That's literally it. When you don't tell them your life story, don't be an open book, be very mysterious. Don't give them all the answers. Maybe give them a compliment on their humor or whatever, but don't talk about their looks. You know, make them chase. That's it. Men love the chase. They need the permission to chase, especially if they think you're way out of their league. They need that permission so that they have the confidence to walk over to you. Then they want to chase and impress you. Exactly. So let them, and don't interview them. Let them chase, let them impress you. Ask them about themselves, let them do most of the talking. Gather the information you need. They'll like you more if you're not one of them women that just tell their whole life story and nobody cares. Okay, yeah. Some of y'all women need to stop doing that. I can't tell you how many women do that I've talked to and that I've seen. It's not a turn on. Stop doing it. Nobody cares. Nobody, I promise you. All right. You said your provider man just blocked you. Okay, well, where's the other one? That's why you need more than one. One blocks, the other one not. Y'all gonna learn. Hopefully you have two, ma'am. All right. See how convenient two would be at this time? Like, oh, yay, I need to get closer to the other one so he can give me more money. Yay. Okay. What has been my biggest forgiveness gift? Girl, everything. Because I always find something wrong. Now, it just depends on what they're being forgiven for. You know, if you're like me, you're going to find a problem everywhere just so you get stuff. Think of me like the relationship Karen. There's always going to be a problem. Okay? Because think about this. Men like to fix things. They like to fix problems. They like to solve things. They like to be the hero. So I'm always going to have some gifts coming, period. As you should too. All right? And then it's normal and you get them used to it. So it's automatic. All right? They already know what to go do. They already know where to go. They already know your favorite stores. They already know. Sometimes they buy you a gift just in case. Okay. Just in case. Anyway. Y'all, look what I got in the mail. Probably do a whole nother all my goodies that they sent me. So, one of my favorite companies that I've been using forever reached out, and I'm so happy because I used to promote them many times. Heritage, the Heritage store, they make this really nice rose water that I've been using for a long time. They sell this at like Whole Foods and in like most stores or drugstores. Have y'all seen the rose water? This is what I use on my skin as like a toner or like a refresher. It's really nice. So I love rose water of all kinds. I used to make my own rose water. I still do when I have my roses in bloom. They also have the rose water and glycerin hydrating facial mist for dry and combination skin. Yeah. I probably use this more in the winter. It smells so good. They have some new stuff that I haven't even seen yet. Aura Glow Cleanser Brightening Gel Wash. Okay, so this is a cleanser. And it's an Aura Glow. Makes your aura glow. Okay, I'm going to have to use that. Rose Water Toner. Okay, they got a toner too. I'm going to be looking good. Rose water is really good for your skin too, y'all. Yes. I'm using that today. I love self-care stuff, y'all. It's like I get excited when I get it. I get to like go in there and do all my facial stuff. They sent me some more stuff. This is Heritage Store. A lot of their stuff is sold in Whole Foods as well. So castor serum, volumizing treatment for brows, lashes. Okay, we're ready to have some real brows. So I think you use, okay, this is what you use? April? Yes, I'm getting ready to start using it too. Anna says, how do you ask for double allowance your Christmas present last year? You let him get a lot of silly stuff. He'd already asked if I wanted him to just give me money for Christmas last year, but I blacked out. He knew I wanted a real Christmas with gifts. Okay. Well, you need to say what you want, ma'am, and stop hinting around and just tell them what you want, because men aren't that smart. You got to tell people what you want and send links of the actual gifts you want. That's what I tell every woman. Don't let them guess. Don't leave hints and clues. Give him a list of links of where to go or where to order from this year. All right? Sprinkle. Because we ain't got time for all of that. Guessing and hoping. Send them the list, and that's it. Tell them to pick something from it or buy all of it. If they're smart, they're going to buy all of it. Okay, so here's the castor serum for your lashes and your eyebrows and your eyelashes. So it has like a little brush on one end and a spoolie. I'm going to try this. I need some eyebrow growth and some lash growth. Yeah. Okay, Heritage. Let's see what else y'all got. Rosewater Clay Mask Clarifying Treatment for Dry to Combination Skin. Okay, so this is probably good in the winter. What else we got? Jelly Mask. Ooh. Rosewater Jelly Mask. Okay. What else we got? Aura Glow Mask Brightening Treatment. Exfoliates and refines. Okay, I'm going to use this all skin types. I'll use that one tonight. Okay. What else we got here? Ooh, Aura Glow Eye Cream Brightening Hydrator. Illuminates and firms. Silk Tree and Clear Quartz. Oh, J, Sprinkle, how are you? Thanks for the super chat. Okay, so this is cute. A little cute little pump for your eye serum, eye cream. See how that feels. Oh, it's pink. It smells good too. Let's see how it makes my hand look. It says there's crystals in there, like quartz. Okay. Skipping. Okay. You're 27, he's 50. Is it bad he wants a relationship, but I don't? Girl, you're almost 30, girl. Get your money. Sprinkle. Okay, let me tell you something about a 50-year-old. He's going through his midlife crisis. He's ready for a young woman. He's ready to spend. If you pass that up, you done. Sprinkle. If he ain't ready to spend, then leave. Okay, if he's trying to spend, he's at the ripe age where he's going through his midlife crisis, and he's going to spend to keep you so you can make him feel young again. All right? You can get anything right now. You do it. You're 27, you ain't ready to get no relationship, man? How are you going to wait till you're 40? You got to go for a 70-year-old? Okay. Good luck. Girl, hop on it. Get the money. You said harvest time. Now, let me tell y'all about looks versus real age. If you're 27, but you look 21, go for it. You could get the most. All right. Don't be waiting. You said 50 is too old. No, it's not. In 5 years, I'll be 50. Look how good I look. I know men out here looking good in their 50s. Left and right, believe. Why would a guy be so concerned about my marital status and ask you why you are not married yet? Because they think something is wrong with you, ma'am. All you got to do is lie and say you are engaged, but your fiance moved out the country and you didn't want to move. That's the biggest lie that shuts people up quick. Oh, I was engaged for a couple of years, but my fiance got a job out of this country and I didn't want to move. So we, mutually parted ways. Bye. That means nobody wants to marry you. Why? Okay, we got Aura Glow Moisturizer here. If y'all are thinking about ordering some of this, I have a link in the description with a coupon code, just in case. Okay, Aura Glow Moisturizer. Yes, this one is for dry skin, for the ladies with dry skin. I may like do a giveaway if I have some stuff that I'm not going to be using. Ooh, the Gentle Milk Wash Rose Water Cleanser for dry to combination skin. Okay, that'll be nice. Rose Water Moisturizer Soothing Gel Cream for dry. Okay, I'm going to be extra glowy this season, I see. Rose Water Serum for dry combination skin. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'm going to be glowing and rosy. Rose Oil Nourishing Treatment. Okay. Vegan, cruelty-free. So we got the rose oil. I love rose. Can I call you Rose? Oh, it smells just like rose too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to tell y'all, 50 is not old when it comes to men. Unless you do 19, 20. You 27, girl. It's time for you to hurry up and figure out life. They're not married or they're divorced. Usually 50-year-olds are either divorced and they're going through their midlife crisis and they're trying to find somebody young to replace their ex-wife and to start their second life with. I'm trying to help y'all get the money. Oh, Rosina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your 15-year-old daughter is very sad and crying. The boy used to like her, but now gaslights her and tells her he doesn't want to talk to her anymore. Well, where's her other one, ma'am? Sprinkle, sprinkle. When I was 15, I had to. Period. The other one don't answer. The other one do. You don't want to talk to me? That's fine. I'll talk to the other one. They weren't the only one anyway. Have more than one at every age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At every age, you keep your options open, man. I know it's cute. People want to have like the little boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, but you always keep one on the back burner. You always keep that dude in the friend zone close nearby, because when the other one act up, then they can rotate and this one can take his place. Okay. And so you have to instill options. Exactly. That's not your husband. That's not your forever boo. That's just one of them that's paying for food, dates, movies, whatever. If you like them, great. That means you can like someone else again too. You have the capacity to like and feel. Good for you. Now let's see all the gifts that he bought you during the relationship. Okay, you got, okay, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. You won. That's how you have to do it. Now you're free to date other people. Hooray. Go get them. That is the attitude, ma'am. We don't get sad anymore. We just move on and replace. If they're lost, it's their loss. They lost. It's their loss. That's how you have to program the ladies of the next generation. Oh, well, they lost. Next. Move along, sir. All right. She put her self-worth in a man. Oh, she's putting her self-worth in a man. Yeah, we don't put our self-worth in a man. We say, okay, well, obviously, you know, no longer want to be in this relationship, so I'm not going to keep you. Have fun. Good luck. I ain't being kept. That's all you got to do. Um, any situations, ma'am. You can make a stuff up, ma'am. You said, what situations do you get mad for? Just when they don't do stuff right. Just anything. Most men don't get stuff right anyway. So just anything. Anything you can figure out. Whatever feel comfortable to you, man. That's what they're gonna mess up on. How to have better conversations with wealthy men, books, podcasts to learn about their world and interests. Girl, honestly, I really don't look at them as a foreign creature or of a different world. I see them as a man because that's what they are first and foremost. They are visual creatures. So if you want to have a better conversation with them, look good and ask them about themselves because that's what they're going to talk about mostly is themselves. They don't want someone that is their quote unquote equal mentally. They want someone that they can impress. So be a good listener. Let them talk about themselves, laugh at their jokes, be interested in them. Oh, wow, you really did that? What an accomplishment. So that's what wealthy men like. They don't want you to be their equal. They can't impress you. They want you to be impressed. Okay? Think about it. Because I'm telling you, they get a frown on their face when you are smarter than that. They get a little frown on their face when you're more informed. Just be impressed. Okay? Just be impressed. That's it. That's all you got to do with most men. Be impressed. Only men who are your competition want 50-50 equal minded woman. Okay? Even if it comes to like finances, mental intelligence, they don't want to compete with you. They want to just impress you because that's why they did all this stuff. That's why they earned all this money. That's why they dress this way. That's why they can buy you nice gifts. Everything they do is to impress you. If you don't allow them to impress you or buy your forgiveness or buy your impression, like, then what are you doing? Let them impress you. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they can't impress you, that's when they have to start buying stuff. And usually men don't impress women on a big scale. That's why they have to bring gifts. Here you go. Be impressed all the time during every conversation. Let them try to impress you. Let them try to impress you. Allow them to impress you. So it may take 20 minutes to impress you, but the end result is going to be worth it to them. So let's say they're talking about themselves for 15 minutes. The whole point of them talking about themselves is what? To impress you. So let them talk for 20 minutes. Then you find the most impressionable thing or thing that impressed you the most about that person, what he talked about, and then you compliment him on that. It's like, oh, wow, that's so amazing that you've accomplished A, B, C, and D in that short amount of time. Wow, I'm impressed. Then you let him talk for another 20 minutes. And you pick out something else. Wow, you're really skilled or talented at that. I'm impressed. Wow, I could never do that. Then you let them speak for another 20 minutes themselves. And when they finally get around to asking you about yourself, you're going to give them a little bit like, oh, well, I just do A, B, C, and D, but tell me more about you. You're so interesting. Now you're a mystery. You made them feel good about themselves because you're impressed by them just being them. You make them feel good. You boost their ego. They like being around you because of how you make them feel when they're around you. So they're going to ask you out for date number 2 or whatever. The next time you go out, They're going to be like trying to impress you again. That's when you start talking about other things that impress you, like nice things, trips, certain restaurants, the stuff that they're supposed to be able to afford after they done spilled all their tea, after they done told you how skilled, how great they are, how impressive they are. It should be no problem to start spending that money now, since you let them talk for an hour plus about everything they could do, everything they've accomplished, everything that you're impressed by. Now you expect more. But if you dominate the conversation, they don't get to impress you. And the next time you see them, you're not going to expect much because you don't know too much about them and what they can offer you, what they have, what they've accomplished, or nothing. You got to let them talk about them for a long time so that they can spill all their tea and you can act like you expect them to spoil you at this point because of who they claim to be. And usually they'll try to keep up the facade, so they'll treat you better. Thank you, Jenny. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your boyfriend has female friends. Should I get my own guy friend? You should have had your own guy friend and a backup. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, why not? Two better than one. You got him a backup. Where's your backup, man? Where's your spare tire? You on the road with no spare tire? You better get one. And he don't have to know about it. The less he knows, the better, man. It just makes you feel safe and feel good about whatever. Okay? Don't tell him. Make sure maybe the guy can have a unisex name. Okay, whatever. None of his business, but it is your backup. Always have a backup, and remember, it's never any of their business. What if they're a manipulator and make you talk a lot and morph into the perfect, so they can morph into the perfect man? Well, then make the perfect man impossible to reach. Or what are you looking for? I'll know when I see it. Oh, well, what do you expect out of a partner? Everything. I like to be highly impressed. They have to be an overachiever, like put in the most work. That's really impressive, and it's a turn on to me. So you build your perfect man, what you need him to be. Not that one he has to morph into because you have low standards. Reach high. Or just say, I'll know when I see it. That way he got to do everything. Okay. Or if you already know he's playing the game, paint the picture of what you want him to be. I like a super romantic man that makes plans and focuses on every detail and make sure everything's perfect for his woman and make sure that she's happy at all times. And someone that introduces her to his friends and family, like paint the picture of what you want him to become. If you know he's willing to do it, if not, keep it vague and just say, I'll know when I'll see it. If you already know what he's trying to do. It just depends on if he likes you a lot more than you like him. If you think he's just trying to morph into what you want him to be so he can hit it and quit it, then give him a high list of standards he can't reach. See how much you want it, okay? You said how to act or what to say when he starts an argument. Just say, you know what? I don't want to argue with you today. Just let's continue this tomorrow. Or you can say, you know what? You're right. Whatever you say is right. Dismiss them because they're just trying to emotionally engage you. And if you don't care, the argument, it doesn't matter anyway. When a woman stops arguing and stops caring, it's literally she's found something else better to focus on. So the less you argue, it seems like the less you care. So stop arguing. It's like you just want someone to argue with. I don't want to argue with you. I don't care enough to argue with you about this stupid thing. Whatever. You said they say my advices are not applicable in France. What should you do? Continue to be a pygmalion then. I don't know. Change the culture. It's not my fault that y'all be going 50-50 everywhere up in Europe. Change the culture. Stop accepting it. If all the women got on board and stop accepting 50-50 in Europe, then they would stop doing it. All the women got to get on board. Someone out there in France or Europe needs to get the same message out there and tell women to stop dealing with 50-50, like I did. Okay? It didn't work here 10, 15 years ago to many, many people, but you have to change the culture. That's what women do. We change the culture. All right? If you just go change it. Stop doing it. Stop accepting what you don't want. Then it'll change. So a lot of women say, well, men only go 50-50 in Europe. Okay, well then don't date Europeans. Or don't date unless they can go 100%, or date someone much older that are. You telling me a 50-year-old man go ask you for half the bill if you 20, even in Europe? You telling me if you go out with an old 50-year-old man in Europe and the bill comes at the restaurant that he's gonna look at you? Then y'all need to change y'all's culture quick. Okay. You said Russian men won't make you pay for anything. Yeah. Russia's in Asia though. Ain't that right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to friend zone a guy but keep him interested. Tell him you like him or you used to like him, but then you got involved with someone else, but you're really glad he's your friend and you hope that y'all can stay friends for a long time. That means that he still has hope that you'll like him again if the other one messes up, so he'll stay in the rafters. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He'll stay waiting. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's Western European men won't pay. Eastern European pay for everything. Okay, Gia, thanks for clearing that up. She says Eastern European men pay for everything. Okay, well, that's good to know. Change the culture in West Europe then, okay? Fake an accent so they know better. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all got to find the men with the money, ma'am. Stop trying to find stuff where there's nothing there. Look, if you say they don't have money here, then stop looking over there. Look where they got the money, okay? There you go. Change who you date. Change the culture. It starts with you. What if he don't call you back when he's rich? Okay, then the other one should be calling back at any minute because you're supposed to have more than one. Do you see? Let me tell y'all. If he doesn't call you back, he's busy. Obviously, he's making money or he's talking to the next chick. Why aren't you talking to the next rich man? I'm just saying. Why are y'all asking me what age does someone date? In America, most people start dating at 16. In America. Okay? In American culture and probably some other cultures, girls start dating in high school. All right. If their parents allow them. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's usually up to the parent of the child. And they ask. And if the child is mature enough, then they allow them to date. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. If the guy is nice, then they allow them to date. Okay. Date rich men, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my thoughts on everything. Date men with money that's going to spend. That's the solution and the quick fix to a lot of problems. And use the money that they give you to invest back into yourself, start you a business, and you'll never be broke. That's the formula. All right. You took my advice with singing provider and told him that he is quite eccentric and that I like when he sings, but please use an indoor singing voice at the dinner table. Okay, Goddess Laurel, that was great. I remember you telling me that. He starts singing out loud in the middle of the restaurant. You told him it was eccentric. That's funny. Because that would probably be me too. Like, I'm not even lying. I would bust out singing in the middle of a restaurant. I don't care. Uh-oh, Martanya. Thank you, girl. You told him I want to take a break from dating now. I want to date him again. He's rich. How to get to it? Okay. Never tell a man you want to take a break. Always come up with an excuse that costs him a lot of money. All right? So, taking a break to a man means you don't like them and you're looking for someone else. And when you can't find no one else, you try to come back. You never tell a man you're going to take no break. All right? That's the stupidest thing you could do. Just say, I have to focus on myself right now, or I'm going to visit a sick relative, or I'm having some issues right now, but I want to see you still, but I need this much money, da da da. Then it'll be their fault if you have to take a break from them, because you have to search out other options. But don't ever say that you want to take a break from a man and then try to come back, because that means whatever else you did or tried to replace it with failed. He's going to know that. Even if it's not true, even if you just really took a break. Men don't really believe that. Okay. So never tell men, never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Just go do it and think of something else to say that saves their ego. All right. Especially if you're trying to go back. You said charge for forgiveness. Okay. Broke men are mad in the chat. Okay. Well, you ever seen a happy broke man? They always mad. You ever seen a broke man that's happy? I haven't. Have you? They ain't ever gonna see it because they don't go together. All right. What if he has money but wants to know if I'm worth spending on? Okay. Well, when he sees another man spending on you, that's how he'll know. Where's your other one, man? When he sees you on Instagram being taken out to dinner, being driven around in luxury vehicles, that's how he's gonna know. So how else is he supposed to figure it out? Unless someone else is gonna go do it for you, right? Okay. How else is he supposed to know if you're worth it if another man ain't doing it for you? Girl, go out there and date. Don't sit there and try to prove yourself to a man. They're supposed to be trying to prove themselves to you. Don't fall for the dusty tricks, ma'am. The dusties, what? I think I just told you the answer. Yin yay. Have another man spend money on you. Post it up. You riding around in their nice car. You going out to a nice dinner. You going shopping with another man. That's how they're going to know you're worth spending on, because another man is spending on you. Okay? If they don't know that you're worth spending on automatically, then they're not the one. What if they say you're too young? Well, hopefully you're over 18. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're of legal age and you're over 18, say, well, all I date is older men, so it doesn't matter how old I am. I'm only going to date older men, so I'm just going to go date another older guy if it's not going to be you. That way they already know that they might as well take the opportunity. because you're just going to go date another older guy. And if they're saying that you're too young because you won't understand them, then they're literally saving you time and energy, because they already know that you're not going to be on the same page as them. You're still going to want to go out and party. They probably want to stay home and go out early in the morning and go to breakfast and go to antique malls and shop and stuff. They probably want to do old people stuff, and you still trying to do young people stuff. So unless they're going through their midlife crisis and want to do young people stuff still, it's definitely an age gap issue. So you got to figure out where you are in your life and what you like doing every day. So if you like drinking and partying every day, they're old and they like going to breakfast, antiquing, and doing whatever, this is not going to mesh well. So you got to have the same sort of lifestyle. This guy texts you and shuns the convo quickly every AM, instead letting it ride out. He trying to run a game. Girl, he got to go clock in, or his girlfriend or somebody he's dealing with is going to be around soon. So basically he's on a time limit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He doesn't want to talk to you in front of other people, or he's got a job he has to clock into and can't be on his phone, or his girlfriend or wife is there. So that's why he shuts the conversation down. He's hiding you. Okay. How to act or what to say when he starts an argument. Okay, y'all must be bots. I'm not going to answer this question again. All right, bots. I told y'all to answer earlier. Don't get me wrong. I do appreciate the AI bots, because they bring engagement, but still, change the question. Okay. How to attract provider men by looking good. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Being in the area where rich men are and looking good on a daily basis, or on a every other day basis. Here you go. Okay, bots. Y'all can stop repeating. Okay. All right, bots. I'm going to let y'all make it, but I'm not answering y'all's questions no more. He said he's attracted to his office colleague, but is willing to work on it. Girl, if a man fixes his mouth to tell you something like that, he don't like you. Why would he risk your relationships and your feelings by telling you something stupid like that? Even if it's true, he's not supposed to tell you that, unless you're sitting over there pressuring him, talking about, do you like her? Do you like her? If you're the one that's insecure, you shouldn't even know that information. That's number one. You shouldn't even know that. If he's willing to tell you that, he don't like you. Because I know if somebody told me that, they don't like me. Could you imagine someone telling you that? I would look at him crazy, like, okay, I don't care. Why are you telling me? Everybody think I look good everywhere I go. Just because you're attracted to one person that you work with don't mean that everybody that's in my presence don't think I'm attractive either. I don't really care. You don't have to tell me that. Okay. How to look classy at 23 without looking old. I would say matching sets or less patterns. Matching sets and no patterns, and stay away from super, super trendy stuff. There you go. Mm-hmm. You said he wants to see your family, but you don't want to introduce him. So you better come up with a good lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, this is what happens when you talk too much in the beginning. You tell people too much. They think, like, if you talk about your family a lot, you tell them too much. They don't even need to know if your family is in the state or not. Don't need to tell him. So remember details. You said it's been 3 years? Okay. Just tell him you're estranged. Like, well, I'm estranged, so that's not going to happen. Just lie. Here you go. Then he won't ask you anymore. Then you'll be done. Has anyone told you that you're the female? No, I don't even know. Like, honestly, I've never watched any of their clips. Okay. So I don't know. I think I've been on the internet longer. I think I had a YouTube channel way longer. So if anything, I'm the original. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What are places to attract providers other than clubs? Everywhere other than clubs. On the rich side of town, though. Golf course, luxury car dealerships, grocery stores, parks on the rich side of town, stores on the rich side of town, restaurants on the rich side of town, car washes on the rich side of town, running errands on the rich side of town. There you go. What if a man tells you to be spontaneous? Tell him to give him your credit. Say, well, give me your credit card. I'll be very spontaneous with that. What he's trying to tell you is that he doesn't want you to have to plan everything or wait so long for you to get ready. He wants you to be able to do what he needs you to do right then and there. So if it's beneficial to you, great. If it's not, then don't do it. That's what I'm telling. Like, well, is being spontaneous going to be beneficial to me or not? Because if it's not, then I don't see why I should do it. Okay. Is it possible for a man to start loving you if they spend money? Yes, of course. The more they invest, the more they invest their feelings into you as well. So because they're investing their money and their time and energy into you, so they're going to find you more valuable and they're going to start to feel for you because they're investing in you. You said you want him to spend more money. You don't want to meet his parents yet? Then tell him what else you want before you meet the family. Say, well, before I meet the family, this is what I want to do. Then I'll meet them. So you make up a promise to meet the family if he does this and make him pay or buy you something or do something major. If you tell him if you pay my bills off for 6 months, or if you put this much money in my savings, or if you do this, or if you do that, then I'll take you seriously enough to meet your family. So you got to make them do something to earn that. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, Walter Bates is in the house. He's a dusty on his lunch break from the drive-thru. Y'all say, Walter, go back to the drive-thru. His boss is a black woman. That's why he's mad. She's telling him when to go on break. It's okay, Walter. With a name like that, we know why you're here. I would change that. Oh, Walter. Oh, no. You got to change that name, sir. Sorry. Even Walt Disney went by Walt. Okay? He said, I can't do this, Walter. Like, Walt. You're doing too much. Go change your name. Get you some swag. Figure out how to get some more money and some second streams of income. Figure out how to leave the drive-thru. And maybe you come back here with a better attitude and some money in your pockets. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Mm-hmm. You said, can you get 5 for $5 with a 10-piece, Walter? Oh my gosh. Where he working at? Popeyes or something? What time is it? Y'all about to get busy. Better hurry up and wrap your breakup. Okay. He is going to rent you a house in Bali should you agree to move. Girl, I'm not moving out the country for nobody unless they putting millions of dollars into my account. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That way I can get in and get out anytime I feel like it. I need insurance. I need money in my bank account to where I can do what I want, when I want, how I want. So if he's not willing to give you that, then I'm not going anywhere. Okay. Okay. You sure he wants him to spend what? He wants him to spend more. Okay, I forgot the question you asked, but get more money. That's always the answer. All right. When is the right time to ask for an allowance? Whenever he asks you for something that's not a thank you or smile or an I appreciate that. Whenever he asks you to become exclusive, whenever he asks you, like, to be available. So like, if he wants to rescue you and pay your bills and put you on allowance, he's going to offer that if you come up with some fake problems or some fake scenario. He'll put you on automatic deposit. Okay. Remember, men impress women, not the other way around. So if he's trying to impress you and that's what you need or want, then he'll do it. So if he's still in the era of impressing you in the beginning, he'll most likely put you on. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can I have fries with that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, you talking to Walter? Potent? Yeah, Walter's in the drive-thru. Dusty's got to stick together. He paying for your tuition and other bills, but he cheated at the beginning of the relationship. Should you care? No, ma'am, you're getting a free college education, ma'am. Who cares? He would have cheated if he would have been paying or not. So you might as well get the money. Okay, y'all need to think about stuff with common sense. He gonna cheat whether he's paying or not. So get the money. Get the college education that you deserve. Who cares? Make him pay for forgiveness if he still wants you. Remember, he gonna do what he want if he want to or not. Just get the money. Okay, it's better than dating a Dusty working the drive-thru right now. That's in these comments mad. Who can't give you no money? Is gonna cheat anyway. So get the money. What are y'all doing? Okay. Yes, all of them are different, ma'am. All of the elixirs, thank you for buying them, but all of them are different. They all have different formulas. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Okay. They're all a different alchemy, a different phase, and they do different things, so they're going to be different. Sure, you live in Hawaii. Do you think it's possible to find a provider man? Sure, why not? There's a lot of rich people in Hawaii. All right. Being cheated on by a man that you are paying half of his bills. Exactly. Why would y'all do that? That's just terrible. How do you make a man talk? He's on the quiet side. I don't care if he talks. Is he paying? Is he paying them bills? Then he don't have to say nothing. But bills paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Some people are just quiet and they don't talk a lot. Just accept that. Thank you, Utopic Mind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shiro, we need a podcast. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, when I'm old. He broke up with you because he found out you're watching you. Okay, well then he's broke and dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, was he paying bills? Was he providing? Okay. Stop. You need to, yeah. Some of y'all be watching me right in front of y'all's boyfriends. Some of y'all be telling people that you watch me, especially men. Some of y'all be trying to watch with y'all's men. That's what y'all make a lot of y'all mess up. Y'all supposed to watch me when he's not there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if they don't care, that means they already know what I'm saying is the truth. The only reason they would be mad is if they're wanting to go 50-50, man. So I helped you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you did it on purpose? Okay. To get him to break up? Wonderful. Well, see, that was helpful. Thank you, Theo. He says, I have a positive message. Well, if you really think about it, like if you really sit back and think about it, if these men out here who are upset at my message have daughters one day, they're going to be giving them the same message. Because at some point, if they're the father that they're supposed to be, they're going to feel protective in some sort of way when their daughter starts dating. And they're not going to want no grown, able-bodied man who's broke living off their daughter or trying to get something out of them for free or leaving them heartbroken or, with child and with no intentions. They're not going to want that for their daughters. They're going to want their daughters to be like me, smarter, and get in the bag and not letting men use and abuse. Okay. They're going to want that for their daughters. They're not wanting that for themselves, which means they're going to treat women different than they would want men to treat their own daughters, which is sad, but it's the world we live in. That's why we have to be just like this in order to get what we want. See, men don't care if you think like this. They just know they don't have access to you if they don't have money. So they get mad at that. They don't get mad at this. They get mad at the lack of access that they're not able to have anymore. Just like they're going to be happy of the lack of access these men have to their daughters once they start sharing my message to them later on in life. So they're not mad at you. They're mad at the lack of access that you give them. That's literally it. Y'all need to stop telling y'all men everything. Okay, Tazzy, sprinkle, sprinkle, true. True, true, true. So it's okay. We understand. Y'all change and y'all become different after you have a daughter. We know that. We know you start looking at yourselves and how you treated women. And then when you have a daughter, that's what you fear the most because of what you've done. And there's channels like this to help them and to help you figure out, that you were probably wrong and that you need to steer your child in a different direction. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said not your husband. He's teaching her to go for Dusties. That's because he don't. Okay, men that teach their daughters to go for Dusties don't want the man that the daughter ends up with making more money or doing better than him as the father because it makes him look like a Dusty. So if your daddy's a Dusty, he ain't gonna want you to do better than him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why you need to do better than him, man. If your daddy's broke, if your daddy is going 50-50, go get you a 100% man. All right. Don't do no, because your daddy not gonna want that man to outshine him and probably younger than him, way younger. How's it gonna look if your daughter is getting 100% provided for, stuff bought for her, and your mama still got to give your daddy 50% of the bill? That don't look right. So he's gonna try to save face if he's Dusty and get his daughters to date Dusty. Don't do it. Come back over here, daughters, and get the entire bag and show mama how to do it. Getting hurt by a Dusty is crazy. Never again. Girl, dust can't hurt you unless there's eyewash. There's eye drops, there's lotion, there's water, there's baths. Dust can't hurt you. Shake it off. Dust yourself off and try again. Okay, get it. How can you control your emotions and just care about the money? Think about this. If you took sex off the table, would that man still want you? If he took money off the table, would you still want him? If he said, I can never do anything for you, not even if my fake promises, what would you do? Would you still date him? If he took marriage off the table completely, I will never marry you, would you still date him? Start looking at stuff for more than just the man, because a man is going to be a man. The only thing that he represents is what he can do for you and the mark that he leaves on this world. That's the only thing. Is he going to leave a mark of poverty? Is he going to leave a mark of unable to be a good husband or provider? What kind of mark is he going to leave on this world? And do you want to be a part of his story? No. Okay. Oh, what you going to write on his obituary when he get old and broke? I loved him, but he was broke. Okay, ma'am. He said break generational dust. Exactly. If a man is not a provider, the only person that deserves to be loved by is his mother. Let me repeat that. If a man is in a relationship with a woman and he cannot provide, the only person he deserves from is his parents, his mother, his father, maybe his siblings. Not you. What you loving him for? The fact that he can't provide? Should you demand a marriage after the years he already pays for everything? I don't have to work. Is it important if he put everything in my name? I don't know. If that's what you want out of the relationship, it's important to you. Thank you, Destiny Diamond, Sprinkle Sprinkle. If it's not important to you and you already have everything and have ownership of everything, then it's not important to you. But if that's something that you want, you could still have a fake marriage ceremony without getting the papers. But whatever is important to you and that's what you want, then you should do it. Me 1, 2, 3, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Coding is creativity. Okay. Is that your business name? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure. If a rich man doesn't want to pay, does it mean problem is in my looks? Yes. He has a wife and he wants to get side. Yeah. Either he can't afford because his wife is spending most of the money and he still thinks his looks is going to pull. He obviously is either confused about his looks or it's your looks. So if he thinks he's still the prize, maybe his wife treats him like the prize, or maybe his wife is ugly, or maybe his wife looks better than you. I don't know. But here's the thing. He thinks he don't have to pay because you don't look exquisite enough. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you got to do the most. You got to be way out of his league. Lily, sprinkle, sprinkle. A man at your job just got married this month, is hitting on me. You work sales and he's top earner. Feel bad. What to do? Girl, they be hitting on women the day of their marriage, the day before and the day after. It's not anything new. It's the man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You feel bad? Imagine being married to him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just, understand that some men, when they get married, they don't even want to get married. They feel like they have to, or else they're going to lose all their investment. So they rebel by hitting on other women so soon before or during their wedding. Okay. So the same week they may cheat on them. The week before they may, because they don't really want to be there. So they're using it as an act of defiance. That's how you know they don't really want to be married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's why I always tell women, stop forcing these dudes to get married. If they don't want to marry you, that's what they're going to do. I promise you, they're going to be like, okay, well, you forced me to get married. I really didn't want to marry you. You asked me, or you begged me, or you gave me ultimatums. So guess what? I'm going to do what I want. And so those type of men are more likely to cheat on you sooner rather than later, because they're trying to find their independence again, in which you force them out of. So when a woman forces a man's hand in marriage, they usually cheat soon after. Just remember that. All right. Stop trying to get these men to rush these men to the altar. They ain't ready. unless you already know what they're gonna do, and it don't matter because you're there for the money. Callie, you got to look the part. Okay. If you look good, they already know that other men are ready to spend. Mm-hmm. Um, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, anyway. And charge them for forgiveness. If you found out, I don't know if his wife found out, but if she did, he can probably get an annulment, or she would get an annulment and won't have to go through the marriage. But maybe she married him for his money, and if he has money, so well, feel bad. She might not have married him for that reason. You never know. How to let him know that? Okay, I answered this question a million times. Go look in the mirror. If you look good, he knows. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. If you act like you know, you act like when you walk out the house, you can get whatever you want. He knows. If you're acting desperate, insecure, low self-esteem, he don't know. So you got to get yourself together. Okay. When you walk out the house, you got to know. That's number one. You got to know, you got to look like you know, and you got to look like you can get it. That's it. All right. What to do when a woman compliments you and your man then compliments her? Maybe you didn't compliment her back fast enough, so he was just being polite. You know, usually when someone gives you a compliment, you compliment them right back instead of not saying anything back, and then the man feels like he has to compensate for your lack of manners. Maybe. I don't know. But if he didn't even give you a chance to compliment her back, then maybe he's just answering for you, or maybe he was complimenting her. But I don't care. It's not, if you're that insecure, then you need to get an uglier man that you're not afraid if he compliments another woman or not. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, you compliment people all day around me. I don't care. I know I'm the prize, period. Remember, the prize don't care because they're the prize. If you sitting there worried about somebody complimenting somebody else, then you might not be the prize man. Okay. Tired of these bots. Okay. You said he can compliment these bills, though. Exactly. Mm-hmm. A lot of non-accomplished men are on the chat. Y'all better go to work, brokies. Y'all are so silly. Oh, well, maybe they're trying to figure out what women are trying to take the money they don't have. Maybe they're trying to figure out the type of women who don't even see them as the target. I don't know. Like, it's literally a waste of time. You're right. What type of woman is not looking for me? What type of woman is trying to take the money I don't have? who's not even looking for me. Let me see what they look like. Let me see what they talk about. Literal waste of time. Okay. It's literally like window shopping in a luxury store when your bank account is negative. Have fun, sir. We know you ain't serious. Uh-oh, Lorena, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. And thank you, Gigi, for the super chat. Appreciate that. Say he didn't text you for 2 weeks, then why do you still know his name? Like, I would have been forgot his name after 2 weeks, man. What you doing? You still sitting over here waiting on a text after 2 weeks? I would have moved on and forgot that dude's name. Like, what was your name? Number would have been unsaved. I wouldn't have remembered his name. I would have been on to the next. You waiting on 2 weeks for somebody to come back? Girl, next. That's crazy. Most of y'all don't even wait 2 weeks to hear back from a job offer. Y'all be applying for the next one and the next one. No, ma'am. You say he knows you cheated. Now he's stingy and doesn't pay your bills. Well, get the other one you cheated on with to pay them bills. Man, I told you don't lay down with nothing broke. Didn't I tell y'all? Don't lay down with nothing broke. You better get the other one to pay them bills or find another one to pay the bills. Oh, Walter's back. Okay, you on your little break? You on your smoke break? Y'all still smoke? Or you on your 15-minute? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't forget to put the caution sign down after you mop up the bathroom. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What means when a man suggests couple therapy and insists on it? That means he wants you to admit that you're wrong and that he's right. He wants you to give more than you're giving. He needs another person on his side. Honestly, if a man asked to do couples therapy, I wouldn't do it. Because it's either my way or the highway. Goodbye. I'm the woman, I'm the prize. If you don't like me enough to do what I need you to do, then ain't no therapy gonna help you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's my thing. If you can't satisfy what I need you to do, if you don't understand that I'm the prize, then there's no therapy that's gonna help you. I just told you the answer. Okay. So let me ask y'all this. If y'all went to a therapist's office, you sat down and the therapist said, okay, tell me what's wrong. And you said, okay, ma'am, I'm the prize and he ain't acting like it. What do you think that therapist is going to tell you? You said, fix my bangs? Okay, let me fix them. That better? All right. Y'all know I readjust my wig at any time. It doesn't matter because I know y'all know it's a wig. But I don't do that in public, okay? Just with y'all because y'all know y'all. Okay, anyway. So what do you think that therapist is going to tell you when you sit down and say, I'm the prize, and he don't act like it? She's going to try to take the neutral route, and that's not going to work for you, ma'am. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You say he wants you to be submissive. Well, then he needs to pay for that submission. Okay? If you want me to go with everything you say, if you want me to go with everything you say, agree with everything you say, then you have to pay enough money for me to trust you enough to agree with your decision making. Thank you, Joshua. Sprinkle, sprinkle. because most women aren't going to be submissive to a man who's stupid and who they don't trust. Okay. If the woman is smarter than the man, she's never going to submit to him. If she earns more, she's never going to submit. If he's stupid and she's way smarter, she's never going to submit. If she don't trust him, she will never submit. So there's no trust. If he's not smarter and he's not doing the most, then she ain't never going to submit. Period. Period. Now she can pretend to submit for the right price. That means she can act submissive in public or in front of people so he doesn't get embarrassed. But that doesn't mean she truly submits. So if you ain't got no money, you ain't getting no submission, period. If you're stupid, you're not getting submission, period. If you don't do stuff right and she got to constantly go behind you and check and check and check, you're not getting submission, period. Because who is going to submit to someone subpar? Nobody. Okay? You can go to the therapist, and if she don't tell you that, then get your money back. Thank you, Joshua. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, how much would you charge for cheating? I don't know. Like, it depends on why they cheated. Like, for example, if they cheated because I wasn't paying them no attention, I probably wouldn't even find out. But if I found out, oh, I'm charging an arm and a leg. Sprinkle, sprinkle. An arm and a leg. That means they're going to have to give me lots. Whatever I'm asking for, and then some. Oh, Lorena, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yo, Dusty says he's going to take you on a trip. Dates to say sorry. Do I end it now or just play him? Okay, dates. Okay, trips. Where is he taking you to? And do you want to go on a trip, or do you want something tangible that you can hold? Because a Dusty is going to enjoy that trip. It's not just for you. You see what I'm saying? He's going to try to rekindle the romance, get you to forgive him while he enjoys the trip as well. What you need is something just for you. Okay? So tell him, if he sends you on a trip by yourself or with a friend, then maybe. But if he's coming, the answer is absolutely not. Thank you, AG, sprinkle, sprinkle. It has to be just for you. Can't be something together. That doesn't count as a gift. So if he gives you the money for the trip and you can do what you want and go with who you want, great. But he can't go because it's not for just you. Now it's about him. You said there is no compensation for cheating. Okay. Well, that's fine. You don't have to. Like, some people have their own sets of morals and values, and they're going to say, no, that's the deal breaker. And that's the deal breaker for some people. Some people, they don't care, and they didn't marry them for that. They married them for their money. So that's what they're going to keep collecting. Okay, you love the cardigan on you when you were wearing the white contrast with black. Thank you, Alba. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I appreciate that. Lachelle, thank you. Who would submit to someone that's stupid or subpar? Exactly. Nobody. All right. Thank you, girl. That's like why Dusties get no respect. Because who's going to respect someone that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing or doing more than they than average? Nobody's going to respect that. If you're the bare minimum and all you want to give and expect is the bare minimum, nobody respects that. So stop looking for it. Stop looking for respect where it's not going to be given. Okay. I missed your super chat. Hold on one second. Okay. Girl, I think I already got you a long time ago. A man don't want to pay. It means you don't look good enough. Okay, yeah. It means that he thinks he's the prize. Okay, you need to date someone less attractive or way older. All right. Rebecca says you have a first date with a surgeon but never had a provider before. What to talk about on a date? Do I bring up money already? What? Okay. First of all, he's a surgeon. He already knows you're with him for his status. A lot of times, is he an old surgeon or a young surgeon? Is he still in debt from, paying off student loans or whatever? I don't know how old he is, but don't bring up money on the first date, but just talk about things you need help with and see if he offers to help you. Okay. And if he offers to help you, make sure you take him up on that offer as soon as possible. Not in a week from today, but maybe tomorrow or that same night. Go to the ATM or have him Venmo or Zelle you some cash or whatever. But don't ask on the first date, maybe the second date. Like, lead up to it with questions or comments while you're talking and texting on the phone prior to that. And I talk about that in every video almost. Got to leave context clues so he knows that you might need something. But don't seem irresponsible. Make it seem like an unexpected expense. Okay, your boyfriend left you because he says you was too crazy and obsessive. I feel I made a huge mistake acting that way. And yeah. Stop being a pygmisha. That's just the answer to anything where a man thinks you're obsessed with him. You don't want to be obsessed with no man. They've got to be obsessed with you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop being a pygmisha. You can't stop a man from doing what he want to do. They have to want to. That's true power as a woman. If the man can do whatever he wants but chooses not to, that's power. Controlling a man makes you powerless. A man controlling himself to please you is powerful as a woman. Okay? That's why you got to charge for forgiveness, because it helps them to do less if they have to pay. You don't try to control him, you train him. Okay? There's so many women out here trying to control a man and make sure he's not doing this, acting obsessed. Where are you going? I can't be without you. Why are you doing this? Why are you looking at her? Man, why are you so focused on him? You're the prize. You're the prize. Either you train him and he acts right, or you have several so that you won't even miss a beat. Okay? Y'all are doing it backwards. That's why there's so many pygmishas out here and so many men walking around thinking they're the prize, because women become obsessed with them. What are you obsessed with? Are they spending money left and right? Are they buying you diamond rings every day? What is it to be obsessed about? Are they paying your car note? Are they buying you several outfits a week? Are they taking you to fine dining restaurants? Why are you obsessed with them? What are they doing? What are they doing to make you so obsessed? Because I can't see why you would be obsessed with a man who's doing nothing for you. Are they paying all your bills? Are they paying your mama bills? Are they paying all your family bills? What you obsessed with? Are you obsessed with just saying you have a man and that you're so afraid to lose them that you're going to lose them anyway by trying to control everything they do? No. The most loyal people have the most freedom. But you got to have some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, if the woman is giving the freedom, that means she knows she can go out and replace at any time. That's why she's not worried. A woman that gives more freedom to her man means that she don't care because she can go out and replace him like this. That means she has plenty options. If you're so insecure and you're always obsessed and trying to keep tabs on this man, they know you're afraid to lose them. So therefore, they know they're the prize. And they think you're crazy for trying to, control them to that level. There's something then literally wrong with you and your self-esteem. And I know maybe other men have caused that for you to act that way. But remember, you can't take it out on the next person. All you can do is protect yourself by having goals in the relationship that benefit you. That's the best way to protect yourself. And you don't protect yourself by being overprotective of a man that's going to be a man. You overprotect yourself by investing in yourself, by benefiting from the relationship that you decide to be in without taking it out on the next person. You just take it out on benefiting yourself and making sure that relationship is beneficial to you, not the other way around. I'm sure you're beneficial to the man in some way, in some form, as a woman, feminine energy, but you don't take it to the point where it becomes obsession and control. Okay? Because some women turn right around and say that a man is controlling over them as well, and you don't want that either. If a man has enough money to say, okay, well, if you act up, I'll just go get another one. There's more freedom in those type of relationships instead of control. Okay. Men are never the prize unless they're with a pygmy. Just understand this. The only time men are prizes is if they're with a pygmy. So if you say men are always the prize, we know what type of woman you deal with. Pygmy. All right. You just giving it away. All right. You said, or if they're gay. Yeah. Either you know you in a gay relationship or you in a pygmy relationship. So either way, you just gave it away. Remember, people can tell your financial status by how you think and what you say. So if a man walking around saying that they're the prize, they're obviously only used to dating pygmies and can't get nothing better. So you already know they ain't got the money like the other man do who treats the woman as a prize because at any given time he can go get another prize if he wants one. He doesn't have to control and manipulate all the time because he's got it like that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, what's a pygmy? Lorena, a pygmy is a desperate woman who will do anything to keep a man, just to say they got a man, whether he's broke or whatever. Treat a dusty like a king. Yeah, pays for them, goes 50-50, you know, all the pygmy moves. Now, let me give a little bit of talk to the pygmies out there who are in love. If you can say this, then I'll leave y'all alone. That you will be in love with that man forever, no matter what, and you will continue to pay 50-50 or all his bills because you love him that much. Great. Don't get mad when he mess up because obviously you're giving him unconditional love like a mother. And so he's going to feel like he's able to make mistakes and get free forgiveness. Don't get mad when he mess up because you're now his mother. All right. He's the prize. He's the special one. He can afford to mess up because he knows you ain't going nowhere. Don't get mad at them Dusties when they mess over you. If you love them unconditionally, if you don't have conditions on that Dusty, then what does he have to live up to? How's he supposed to impress you? How's he supposed to prove himself as a man? So you can't get mad at a Dusty for doing what Dusties do. You only can get mad at yourself for dealing with them and seeing yourself at such a low value. All right. Oh, Ange, sprinkle, sprinkle. You got your provider, but my feelings are sabotaging. Okay. I don't know what the feelings are sabotaging mean. Just that's why you need two. So you got one. Now focus on getting another one. That way your feelings aren't all sitting there doing whatever they're doing. Go get another one real quick. You got to have two. If that's how you feel, you need two. Okay. If you're not used to dealing with some certain types of guys, go get another one. That way you could spread out your whatever energies. Like you can say, okay, well, I got to focus on him today and I got to focus on him tomorrow. Now I'm not only focused on one person 24/7. Okay. You need to spread that out because you're going to sabotage it if you don't have something else to focus on, or you need to get a hobby or start a business or something, man. But spread it out. Don't super focus in on one thing or one person. All right. That's where most of y'all women start sabotaging yourselves. Y'all don't have nothing else to focus on. Focus on something else. Get two, get three. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You asked for a raise and you got it. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you make him pay for dinner? My town is super stingy. Don't go with him. And only until he agrees to pay. Say, when he asks you out on a date, say, oh, you're paying? And he'll be like, sure. Okay, then I'll go. Ask that first if you know these people are stingy in your town. Ask before you even get out on a date, man. And if they say yes, then you say yes. If they say no, then say, oh, I'm sorry, can't go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know who these people are, but if you're saying they're pygmies, I guess I have to believe y'all. I don't know who these people are, but honestly, pygmies have channels for pygmies, okay? If you're a pygmy and you want pygmy information, y'all go to pygmies channels. I don't know. Everybody, there's enough room for everyone, okay? I'm telling you, I'm not against anybody that's pygmy. That's where I send people that's still in their pygmy era. That's where I send dusties. Okay, everybody needs somebody. But pygmy is never a permanent situation. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But if that's where they're happy, then who am I to tell them that they shouldn't be a pygmy? I'm just saying, don't come over here with that pygmy stuff unless you're ready to change. If you are perfectly happy being a pygmy, then by all means, go support other pygmies in their message. It don't matter to me. There's enough room for pygmies and sprinkle. Okay. Thank you, Miss Rocky. Sprinkle. So match energy every time, whatever he's showing, and only if it's beneficial to you, ma'am. Sprinkle. Only if it's beneficial. Yep. If it ain't beneficial, then I ain't wasting my time on it. Okay. You said the difference between Pygmisha and Barbara the Builder. Pygmisha will usually pay for it to keep a man. Barbara the Builder will help a man. Barbara the Builder is more 50-50, and we can build this together in power coupleness. And I'm going to build my man up so he can leave me for the next chick. That's Barbara the Builder. Pygmisha is I will do anything to say I have a man and keep a man, even if it's paying for a man and a dusty. So Pygmisha is do anything to keep a man. Barbara the Builder will help build her man so he can leave her. Pygmisha and Barbara the Builder is slightly smarter, but Pygmisha is slightly more desperate. Okay, you could be both actually, but Barbara the Builder, she usually is just trying to make it in this world and trying to listen and bring her man and her up to the same level, even though he's going to try to take credit for all of it. And when people see their relationship and their assets from the outside, they think it's all him anyway, since he's a man and it's a patriarchal world. And so when women at work or when women in his genre or career sees him in his house and his cars, they think it's all him. They don't see the wife as part of the, the deal. So usually it's easier for Barbara the Builder to get cheated on because the man that she's building is flexing with her money and his at the same time. But it's harder for Dusties to cheat on Pygmishas because they're dependent on them. But then again, the Dusty remembers he's the prize and Pygmisha will do anything to keep a man. So she'll allow the Dusty to cheat on her time after time and not leave him until she finds another Dusty to replace him. So it just depends on the situation. But I do believe that Barbara is smarter than Pygmisha and less desperate because it only takes her one time to figure it out. It takes Pygmisha several. Okay, sprinkle. You said what? Pygmisha be given up for free? Okay. 5 reasons to date Arabic men. Okay. As long as you don't have to convert to their religion, I don't care. As long as they provide and you ain't got to convert, it don't matter. Sprinkle. How deal with catching feelings for a man that paid for everything you wanted but wasn't into you? Okay, by getting another one. Sprinkle. That is into you. That also pays for everything. You know what I'm saying? Women need to realize this. It's not you that wants them. It's them that wants you. Let me repeat that. It's not the woman that wants the man. It's the man that wants the woman. That's the relationship you need to be in, man. Not the other way around. If it's the other way around, you are not the prize. unless you want him just for his money and only his money. Then your feelings won't even be hurt because you know you can go get another one with money. So if you are wanting them, now you're not the prize anymore. They need to be wanting you. They need to be chasing you. They need to be trying to impress you. They need to be trying to figure out how to keep you. Otherwise, you're doing it backwards. Seriously, what are y'all doing? What's that sound? Oh, I'm opening up a sample of perfume. Okay. Or somebody's out mowing the lawn somewhere. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why all men who want you are so boring and the a-hole one are interesting? Because the ones that are boring are ready to settle down and give you everything you want, and they're not a challenge to you. And the ones that are interesting to you are there to cause calamity, and it piques your interest because it's exciting. So therefore, which one do you prefer? Boring, predictable, and having bills paid on a monthly basis, or exciting? Are they not going to be there tomorrow? Are they going to cheat on you today? Are they going to be out with Pick Misha tomorrow? Like, are they going to be exciting and then the next day you're not going to see them because they're going to ghost you? That's also exciting. So it just depends on what level you are in your life, what you're ready for. Are you ready for peace, boredom, or exciting men who are going to take you through the ringer? You can be exciting to yourself, or you can have an exciting life with friends. You don't need a man for the excitement. You need them for the stability and the providing. You can create an exciting life for yourself. You don't always have to have a man by your side to have an exciting life. You know what I'm saying? So if you want your man to do everything, be provider, be this, be that, be exciting, da, 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 what are all the other people in your life for? Are they just on standby when your man busy? Do they even want to deal with you if your man is busy and you don't pay them no mind until like a week later? No, you got to have other people in your life to do things with. If you got a sister, a cousin, a brother, a friend, a coworker, go do stuff with them that's exciting. Stop depending on that man to be your everything. Just make sure he's providing and he gives you the money so you can go have an exciting life. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. You're afraid to live a life where you never see him again? What? Girl, then you better get insurance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Take a picture. Record a video. Oh, Sarah, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why would you want to be with someone who doesn't really want you? I don't know. People are pick Mishas sometimes and they don't even realize it. Thank you, Sarah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Change your perspective of fun. Exactly. When you want to go do fun things, call the person that you know that's fun. You want to go do something exciting, call your friend who's excited or your relative that's excited. It doesn't always have to be him. His job is to provide and do what he got to do for you financially. If he's not the most exciting person, okay, well, go find someone that you could spend time with that is exciting. Have fun. You said, how can you make your husband chase you like before, look good, switch your wig, and ignore him? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't tell him where you're going. Don't tell him everything. Be a mystery again. All right, there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ignore him. Don't tell him everything, and start dressing up and looking cute everywhere you go. That's another thing, ladies. If you don't dress up and look cute, 99, I'm gonna give y'all 1%. 99% of the time that you leave your house, if you're not cute, you should be. All right. Especially if you're married or have a live-in boyfriend. If they're not worried about you when you leave the house, then you need to go back in your house and look good when you leave that house every time. Okay. I don't mean to overdress. I mean to look good. Y'all know the difference between looking good and being overdressed. If your clothes represents you looking good, what about your hair and face? Like I can walk out in a pair of jeans and a cute shirt, but my hair and my face, I'm looking cute, right? That means I can go to the store and buy any outfit I want and change into it and still be looking good. Okay, y'all need to do whatever is appropriate looking for the task that you're doing, but up a notch. That's what you need to look like. So I see some women that leave their house with no makeup, hair all over their head or in a bun or in a bonnet. Okay, put on some makeup, do your hair. You could put on a matching cute sweat set if it's cold, jeans and a sweatshirt, sweater, a cardigan, something, flats, whatever, however your style is. But this needs to be looking cute. All right? You need to be selfie ready when you leave your house. Put it that way. Then you won't have to ask questions like, well, how does he know I have options? Or well, how do I get him to chase me still? Or this, and that. Or how do I get out the house without him knowing where I'm going? Okay, you always look good wherever you go. So it's not something different. So they don't say, well, why are you so made up? Or why is your hair done? Or why are you dressed like that? Because this is how I always look. Stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Okay. You said, are nice headscarves and head wraps okay for finding a provider? Let me ask you a question. What type of provider are you looking for? That's the first question. And have you ever seen this type of provider walking around with a woman that has, what you said, headscarf on? And if you have, then continue on doing what you do. Okay? This is how you answer your own questions. You ask if you've seen this type of man with the woman the type of woman you're describing. You've seen them walking hand in hand in public. If the answer is yes, was it on the first date? Is that how they met? Or was that after a while or after marriage? Or after being in a long-term relationship? How you go out is your first impression on meeting people. Is that the impression you want to give? If that's the impression you want to give, then by all means give it. Okay? So somebody said y'all are joking. All right. If that's the norm wherever you are, some people's culture is different. If that's acceptable in the culture that you're trying to find a provider in, then by all means, yes. But if not, the answer is no. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You can get a provider man however you see provider men. Like this is my thing. When you see rich men and provider men, what type of women are on their arm? And what's the majority of the women on their arm? What they look like? So if you're trying to attract and you're trying to do this in the least amount of time, what should you do? It's math. It's simple math. That's it. And if you are not what the typical person would look like, get close to it as you can. All right? That's it. There you go. Get as close to it as possible. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. How do you get provider men out? I don't worry about them online. Get them in real life. How to attract your celebrity crush if you meet him somewhere? By being attractive. Sprinkle, sprinkle. By being attractive enough for them to want to pursue you. That's it. If not, then it ain't right. It's not gonna turn out like you want it to anyway. All right. People trying so hard to humble women let us know that they are shaking in their boots. The house down. Miss Elisa, sprinkle, sprinkle, yes. Yeah, people don't need to humble women. They need to humble their boss that's paying them minimum wage in order to get a raise so that they don't have to come around here and humble women. They need to humble themselves enough to figure out how to get a side hustle. And that one income ain't not enough. Okay. They need to figure that out. They need to humble themselves up enough to know that their little paycheck with the taxes is taken out ain't impressive. They need to go humble themselves and figure out how to get more streams of income. Okay. That's the only humbling they need to be doing to themselves and to get their money up. Because you're wasting time trying to humble women. Believe. The world hypes us up way too much. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You're wasting time, man. Just go get the money. There you go. You can't humble women for very long. You do, somebody's just going to lift them back up in 2 seconds from now. And then you're going to look stupid. All right. You said, can women be dusties though? No. Because women are always surprised once they figure out their value. They can be with a dusty. They can take on dusty traits. But with the right mentality, a woman is never dusty. All she got to do is literally put on makeup, get her hair done, and put on an outfit. And bam. She could go get married the next week to a millionaire. Can a dusty do that? No. They got to actually get their money up or win the lottery, which there's less of a chance of. Okay. Uh-oh, Samaya, sprinkle, sprinkle. Your semi-provider has been reading through your journal, nosy, secretly jealous type. Okay, what can I write in there to use to my advantage? I wouldn't write in there anymore if he's going to look through it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I would write all the stuff I wish he would do that he ain't doing. I wish he would go get more streams of income because he should know by now that you can't live comfortable in this country on one stream. You should write all the stuff I say down that you wish he would do. I wish he would buy me flowers every week. I wish he would take me shopping. I wish he would get more than one stream of income. I wish that he would level up and stop being a dusty. Put all that in there and see what he do. He would be perfect if he did A, B, C, and D. And see what he gonna do start to change. I really want this thing that I have saved on my Amazon wish list. I wish he would buy me this. Girl, put all the stuff you want up in there. I wish he could take me to this place. Put that in your journal if he's reading it. Put purse in. If you don't want no flowers, put purse. Whatever. Name, exact name, and where to buy it at too. Okay? That way you're giving him information. Okay. You said a Dusty can get a rich chick too? Okay, but he's gonna be her pet though. She's gonna take away his masculinity. If she's paying for everything, he's just gonna be a pet, an accessory. You wanna be somebody's accessory and pet? Okay. Do what you do. Mm-hmm. You said, and then they're gonna get mad and feel emasculated and they're gonna cheat on you anyway. Yep, exactly. So a rich woman can go out and get a broke, dusty man, treat him like a pet, and then when he feels inadequate and less than, he's gonna go cheat to feel like a man, and then guess what? The cycle continues. So it doesn't matter. You won't stay rich for long. We already told this girl what? You said Dusty's just want to dominate. They need to go dominate some finances. Just think about this. Who's more powerful? A man that dominates a woman or a man that dominates finances? Who's more masculine? Who can actually get more women if they want to? I'll just leave that there. All right. Who would rather a man saying, "Oh, well, I don't pay for women because that's being a simp," or who would rather say, "I launched rockets into space and I came out with some robots and a self-driving car"? Dusty or Elon Musk? Y'all choose. He got women throwing themselves at him. Got 12 kids and everything. He can do what he wants. He's chasing other things. He's not out here talking about simps and whatnot. The people that's talking about simps and whatnot can't even afford a Tesla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We liked each other and almost got into a relationship. It ended because values didn't fit. Now because same values, how can make him no good match now? Okay. If he ain't chasing you, then he don't want you no more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Values wouldn't have mattered if you were the one. I'm telling you right now, ma'am. I'm telling you right now. A man is not going to let no woman go because of her values if he really likes her. He going to say, F them values. This my woman. And nobody else is going to have a chance at her. I'll figure it out. He's not going to let you get away, ma'am. You ain't the one. That was just a nice way of telling you that you weren't the one. And you believed his actual words. Oh, our values don't align. So A, B, C, and D. Ma'am, he don't like you. Because ask a man who's in love. Ask a man who's obsessed and infatuated. He don't care about your values. You could be sitting in there chanting, walking around in a circle in the moonlight with a voodoo doll. He's still going to want you if you the one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Understand that. I don't care. That make her more sexy. All right? Don't even matter. He wanted you to be the barber, the builder. He wanted you to align with him so that he could tell you what to do. So y'all can have the same value. So you ain't going to disagree with him. Remember, you ain't the one. If you the one, he not going to care. You said Teslas are cheap. They're not that expensive. That's why it's sad that most Dusties can't even afford them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Use people for the wrong reason will add up at the end of the day. Okay, well, maybe you're using it for the right reason, for your benefit. Okay? So if you tell someone, look, I like providers, I like money, they already know this. If they agree to stay, they're agreeing to your benefits. They're agreeing to what you require of them. It's an agreement. Okay? If you stay and you continue to give a woman money, that's an agreement. It's not using if you know the deal. Okay? Y'all men are always so sad about getting used. You don't even know your role is a provider. It's not being used if you're a man. You're the provider, fool. What else are you going to be there for? If we can do everything without you and you're only there for what? To provide, then do your one job. Nobody wants what we can get for free and do ourselves. You ain't providing, move out the way, let a provider come through. Stop getting mad and just do your job. Don't cry to us just because you don't know your role. Goodbye. All right. I always want to say, well, you can't use people, and we're not using you. You're a provider, sir. If you ain't providing, get out the way. That's like your tires getting mad at you for driving. You can't use the tires, and okay, get out the way then. Let me get some new tires. It's a tire. That's what it's for. Okay? You're a provider. You're a man. That's what it's for. We're not using you. That's your job. You don't deserve a woman if you can't pay for a woman. Get out the way. Goodbye. Go talk to Pygmisha and them who will give themselves for free, who you don't want. All right? Pygmisha will not use you. The only thing she's going to use you for is just to say she got a man. That's it. That's the only reason you're going to be used. To claim that she can get one. That's it. Now, wouldn't you much rather be over there to be Pygmisha's arm candy? Then go over there. Okay? Don't nobody want you if you can't do your one job. Except Pygmisha. Go on over there. She'll take you. All right. Yeah, exactly. Get a woman you can afford, which is Pygmisha, because she's free. All right? Bye. Don't be complaining about being used if you ain't got nothing to be used for. It's called providing over here. Over here, it's called providing. Over there, it's called being used. In broke land, it's called being used. Over here, in abundance land, it's called being a provider. So you choose where you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember that. Your vocabulary, your words, and speech will give away your financial status. Simp, being used. Y'all go over there in the Pygmisha land where the bare minimum is the most. Over here in the land of abundance, you're a provider. You're not being used. You know your role and you play it. Over there, do whatever you want because you're the prize to Pygmisha. Over here, it's a whole nother game. Okay, so remember, when you come on this channel, this is not a Pygmisha channel. You ain't the prize. You got one job. If you can't do it, go back over there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you feel used, you ain't ready. You haven't graduated to the next level. You in the wrong tax bracket. Get out. All right? Get back. That's a sip. I'm not going to be used. Okay, go over there and Pygmisha land. All right? Go get your Kang treatment over there. Don't come back over here. We're not trying to use you for nothing. You ain't got nothing. There ain't nothing to use you for. You in the wrong spot. You done took a wrong turn. Goodbye. All right. You said they have no problem using a woman. Exactly. They need to go use Pygmisha, and Pygmisha need to go fund them, and they need to stay and be happily ever after over there. That's literally what they need to do. Dusties, stay with your Pygmishas. She's your only hope. Unless you wake up and figure out your role as a man. All right. You said we don't take from the poor. You shouldn't. You should never take from a dusty. Just send them back to Pygmisha. Okay. What's my favorite thing to do with my man on my nerves? You already in school and in gym? Shop, ma'am. Go shopping. That's the answer for everything. Spend his money. All right. What's the best way to act when the man approaching you is your type? Suspicious. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the best way to act when a man who is approaching you is your type. Suspicious. How to get a guy to break up with you if they are obsessive. Um, Tell them you want something that they do not want. You know what I mean? So something that they cannot do, something that's a deal breaker for them. It could be paying all your bills. It could be moving to a far distant place. It could be wanting to have a baby, even when you really don't. It could be wanting to like be like a farmer or something, just something crazy that they're going to say no to and let you go over. Changing religions, something extreme, ma'am. It has to be super extreme. Okay. So find their weakness and then present the super extreme request. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said I have a cash app tricking your providers. How am I tricking them? It's optional. You know, women have options. We can get money from everywhere. Why don't you get you a cash app, sir, and hand it out towards gay men? Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, these dudes are so jealous. Sir, get you a cash app and go to a gay channel. Get some gay followers, and you too. You can make it in this world too. I promise you. Gay for pay, that's what they call it. Because that's what y'all want to be anyway. Oh, Mariana, thank you. Go to the gym on the rich side of town. Men come near me. I'm working out, but they never approach. They got to see you a couple times, man. You got to smile and give them eye contact, drop something, ask them to help you, something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Men who are jealous of me having my cash app on the screen, there's a such thing called gay for pay. You can do it. I promise you. Or pick Misha for pay. Go find the ugliest pick Misha and have your cash app as your screen name, as your Instagram, as your TikTok name, and do something. I don't know. Do what you got to do. But don't sit here and be jealous of me. Okay. That's not the way. You're supposed to be competing with grown, able-bodied men, not women. All right. Is being rude attractive when a man, if you look 10 times better than him? Yes, it do. That makes them even more excited. Oh, she's a challenge, especially if you got money. If you're rude and he's broke, he's gonna take it personally. If you're rude and beautiful and he has money, he's gonna take it as a challenge. So it depends. When to be nice then? When they do something to deserve for you to be nice. When they impress you, when they do something nice for you. Okay, you sent him a pic Misha Facebook post saying all she will do for a man. He saw her pic and complained about her tattoos. He wanted a woman he can show off and take to events, but doesn't want to pay. Well, tell him that's his options right now. If he's looking for that type of woman, it comes with certain looks. Tell him he can have two women, one to take out in public, one to be pick Misha at home with all them, all that rigmarole. I don't know. Tell him he can have both. But you want this kind of woman, there you go. Then you're gonna have two. I mean, you have to pay for two types of women, but you might not have to pay for Pick Misha, but you definitely gonna still have to pay for the woman that you want to take out. Okay. Lachelle, tell them that. He thinks he's the prize. That's because he only deals with Pick Mishas. Tell him to go find the perfect Pick Misha that looks the part. All right. And tell him good luck, and you hope he finds what he's looking for, and dismiss him. Don't argue back and forth with no grown, able-bodied man who's a dusty and obviously wanting to bring your value down. Just say, well, I hope you find what you're looking for. The faster you dismiss them, the faster they get the picture. Stop talking to them. It's like, well, I hope you find what you're looking for, but I gotta go. Don't even waste no time with them. All right. You said, would dusty hurt me? None. I'm trying to help these women avoid dust. Yeah. And anyway, dusties hurt anybody they come in contact with because they're broke. They're not beneficial. So they hurt everybody. Being dusty is not a flex. Okay. When the dusty enters your life, it's bad. Turn away, go the opposite direction. Okay. Ain't nobody sitting over here proud to be with no dusty. Okay. Your homeboy said he doesn't believe in Pick Misha. They just women who choose what makes them happy. Okay. Well, honestly, let him continue to believe that. But meanwhile, you need to find a provider. Okay. And stop hanging out with a homeboy for free. Because if you're hanging out with guys that are just your friends and they're not paying, it's the same thing as you going out on a date and going 50-50 or paying for your own meal. You don't go out with men friends if they're not paying either. Because all it's doing is making you look like a Pick Misha to the outside world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hanging out with nobody that's not paying. Look, you could talk to them on Zoom. You could talk to them any other way. But if they're not paying, they're not staying. Not even as a friend. Goodbye. Because on the outside, it looks like you're on a date. And what you going to do, reach in your purse, even when it looks like you're on a date with a grown man who's using you as arm and eye candy to make other people think that you're on a date with him and he's not paying? Don't do it. Okay. How to make him feel important after dismissing him too much. Asking him questions to teach you stuff that you know he's an expert on. Make him feel useful and smart. All right. Now he feel like he can shine. You said you here to heal me? Okay, Ike Turner is here to heal y'all. Sir, do you think anybody believes that? All right. You said he has a lot of female friends. Is that normal? Yeah, for a cheater. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's very normal. Thank you, Leah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're at a bar alone. Do you take a book? No. Talk to a bartender? No. You look like you actually want to be at the bar. You enjoy the ambiance and whatever you're drinking. And you people watch. All right? You do what they used to do back in the old days before there were cell phones. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the generous donation, Leah. You people watch, enjoy the ambiance, enjoy your drink. You can chat with the bartender every once in a while, but don't look like you're in a relationship with them. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people get the wrong idea. When you talk to the bartender too much, they think that's the bartender girlfriend. You talk to them every once in a while for like 30 seconds at a time. That's it. All right. You look like you want to be there. You're dressed. You're good posture. And enjoy the ambiance and people watch. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What does it mean if a guy refunds you after you pay for a product and he send a screenshot saying it was an accident? I mean, he didn't want to scam you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It means he thought you were so nice that he didn't want to scam you. All right. What do you think of The Art of Seduction? Um, it's a good book. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're not beautiful according to beauty standards in your nation, how to attract men. Well, I would just say level up to the type of beauty that you want to level up to attract men. All right. Because you can always change. You can always look how you want to look or level up as much as you can. Okay. Can you bring a book? If you're in a waiting room, you can bring a book. If you're at a bar is someplace to socialize, not to put yourself in a book. All right. Y'all have to understand these social cues. Just got out of a 6 months relationship. He says he wants to get more money and get his own place, car, etc. in order to be a better man for me and get back together. Is this reasonable? I'm 22. He's 28. Sure. But meanwhile, date other people at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Date other people at the same time. Don't wait on that. Y'all are in y'all's 20s. Don't tell him that you're dating other people, but keep your options open and date other people because you might find someone who already got their stuff together, got the lifestyle you want, and can give you whatever. Okay? Because how many other times is he going to have to take 6 months to get himself together? Okay. Is he living paycheck to paycheck? What if he loses his job? Are y'all going to start all over? You need to go find somebody that's already well established. Thank you, Anna. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Asked earlier about asking your provider for more allowance for if what I want. Ma'am, if you look pretty, you can just ask. All right. If you look 10 times better than him, you could just ask. You could just say, man, you can just say, you know what? I really like spending time with you. But I don't really like talking about financial things or money because it's uncomfortable. So, I was thinking maybe, just so you could so I could feel secure in our relationship, if you could put me on direct deposit each month and, deposit, some money into my account so that I can take care of things and I can feel comfortable and I can focus on the relationship easier without so much financial burdens on me or unexpected financial things. Just say that. It can be a total lie, which it should be, but it's extra money for you. And if he likes you a lot, he's going to do it. If he doesn't, then he's not going to do it. That's how you can tell. He will do anything to keep you happy, safe, and provided for. That's how you know you're with the provider, when they provide. If he doesn't like you like that, if you're not the one, if he's not willing to invest in you, you don't need him anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The girl asking about the hijab, ma'am, go to where men like hijabs. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's it. What if you tell him that he says after you get married? What if you tell him and he says after you get married? What? Tell him what? Okay. Okay, if you have a crush on a man and you're trying to seduce them, you're doing it backwards. They're supposed to be having a crush on you and trying to seduce you and impress you. This is how y'all know y'all doing everything backwards. Y'all are taking the masculine role and not the feminine role. The man chases, man. You might, okay, so it's okay to have a crush on somebody, but you don't need to do the pursuing. They got to come after you if they really want you. That way, the relationship is going to be already good if you know they really, really want you. Now, if you really, really want them, they're going to be the prize. Do you want to be in a relationship where the man is the prize, where you had to chase him, where he was your crush, where you did anything, where you became a pick me trying to get him? No, leave them alone. If they don't have a crush on you, why you got a crush on them? That's why you got to be obsessed with yourself first and foremost. If you're obsessed with yourself, you're not even going to deal with nobody who ain't got no crush on you. Think about that. I'm not dealing with them. They don't even like me like that. They don't have no crush on me. They're not going to do the most. I'm not dealing with that. You got to be obsessed with yourself first. You're not dealing with nothing that ain't dealing with you even more. Get it in your mind right now. Lots of young women need to hear this. If that man don't have a crush on you, then you don't have a crush on him. Period. That is it. You have to love yourself 10 times more, and they got to love you 10 times more. So y'all on the same page. All right? Oh, how dare you have a crush on someone who don't even have a crush on you? That's very pick-me-shit of you. All right? Don't do it. Okay, Icy Girl, Sprinkle Sprinkle, you're a stylist trying to get more clients. Men in power offer me opportunities, and it always comes with extras. How can you use this in your favor? By getting the extras. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Getting more connections and getting extras. Thank you, Nathy. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Connections and extras. Thank you for this wake-up call. Very welcome, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Crushes are for high school. After that, they need to have crushes on you. If not, you're not even interested. Okay. Women who are trying to become business owners, do your research and get funding from the men that you deal with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And don't pay them back. Take it as a gift. How to talk when provider approaches you. Like you're used to it and it's not anything new. You treat yourself how you want others to treat you. You treat yourself like you expect provider men only to deal with you. Nothing less. Okay. You said this guy likes you. You feel like he's a cheater, but he had great contact with and can boost your career. Should you date him for the contacts? Why not? Men do crazy stuff all the time for their benefits. Like, why can't women? Mm-hmm. If it's beneficial, ma'am, go for it. If you can deal with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said the oldest, desperate man is doing what? Trying to take you out, but keep suggesting dusty dates like park and cobble. Then you come with a better suggestion. Obviously, he's broke. She trying to take you on them fixed income dates, girl. You better tell him. I'm sorry. I need money. Spend money or go away. What advice would you give if a man is cheating on you? Read the title. Charge for forgiveness. If you choose to forgive him, make sure you're getting something out of it. Tangible. Okay? Money, cars, homes, stocks, land, purses, jewelry, all of the above. Whatever the offense is worth to you. That's my thing. And protect yourself. And don't be sleeping with him if you know he's cheating. Protect yourself and tell him, if you want to buy my forgiveness, I'm willing to negotiate. The next time he chooses to mess up, if he gets caught, he knows it's going to cost him. Can he afford to buy your forgiveness next time? Or will he be paying for something else, like a new place to live? Like, it's up to him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, Carla, you're 33 and want to change your style of clothes, attract older men. What is the inspo? Your style. I look younger and attract dusties. Okay. Classy, timeless. Classy and timeless always will attract the type of men that you're looking for. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just look that up on Pinterest and start dressing like that. Less trendy. Dusty drug dealer you live with getting what? Increasingly disrespectful. Why are you with a drug dealer in the first place? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. First of all, you should go find you a man that's legit, that has money. And you need to lie to your dusty and say something happened and the police got you. And that you need to break up with him for his own safety. And you need to go with the other man with legit opportunity. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, seriously. Say, the police caught me and they asked me about you and I'm not talking to you anymore for your own safety. I gotta go. Bye. Don't contact me no more. Then go with the new dude, okay? But you gotta replace that, because women that stay in relationships like that, they don't end well for anybody. All right? Be smart. Don't be dumb. Be smart, ma'am. Okay. Where does men like hijabs? I don't know. Ask people in the comments who wear hijab and found men. Why are you asking me? I don't wear them. I wear wigs, ma'am. All right. Somebody said the mosque. Okay. I don't know. Thank you, Ocean Devotion, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sorry for being off topic, but how to tackle jealousy between women. It feels like anything under the sun can ignite meanness, suspicion, and envy of them. Stop hanging around them. Be by yourself for a little while. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, honestly, if you, with anybody, if you don't get along with them, just be by yourself for a little while. Remember who you are. Okay. I'm not getting ready to hang around people I'm not comfortable with. I'm just going to be around who I want to be around, which is myself. Because when you're obsessed with yourself, you don't really need other people unless they're, beneficial. And beneficial doesn't always mean money. It means if you have fun with them, if they're good company, if you like being with them, if they're not beneficial and they're jealous and they're doing this, then don't hang around them. That's it. If you're obsessed with yourself, you're enough for yourself. You don't need other people. It's fun to have other people, but you don't absolutely need them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said deal with women who are more stable than you. What do you think about men who want to be spoiled too? I think that you should introduce them to another man that likes to spoil other men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, a lot of people don't agree with this, and I'm gonna talk on this. If I'm sitting there spoiling a grown, able-bodied man, here you go. Is it his birthday? Is it Christmas? What holiday is it? Did he do something to deserve to get spoiled? What did he do? Did he just buy me a new car? What did he do? Nothing? Well, then why should I spoil him? Can you not go out and replace him with a better one that makes more money? Then why should you spoil him? Now let's flip the question around. Why should he spoil you? Because if he don't, somebody else will. Somebody else that makes more money. Somebody else that's going to replace him and all the investment that he's put into you. That's why. Because you're the prize as the woman. Men are supposed to impress you and spoil you and keep you, not the other way around. If he got enough money to spoil you, he got enough money to go get whatever spoilage he needs done. You know what I'm saying? He can go get his own manicure done. He can go get a facial at the spa if that's what he want to do. He can hire somebody to come do all those things for him. He doesn't need you to do that for him. You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't need him to do that for you. Why? Because you go out and get another one if you want to. But see, if you're the man's woman, he should want to please you just because you're there with him. If he thinks he's the prize and deserves to be spoiled too, well, I hope he got the money to pay for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because you can hire people to come do all those things. You can go to the spa. If you want someone to buy you stuff, well, give them your credit card, sir. And let them go out and spoil you with your own money. It's like, okay, sir, I'll spoil you. Give me your credit card. What you want? All right. Now, if you're in let me rephrase. If you're in a 50-50 relationship, of course they're going to want you to do the same thing for them. But if you're not, a man is not going to really ask you that. Okay. Get a provider by being your best fake version of yourself. Y'all are silly. What do you think about mom who spoils their sons? Hopefully she's also teaching him to be a provider at the same time. And that whenever he wants to be spoiled, he can go home to his mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. At least he know where to go. Okay. What do I think about museum dates? Is it on a night for members only? Is it one of those dates where they have cocktails and it's in the evening and they have like a little music playing, or are you just walking through looking at exhibits? And how old are you? And also, did y'all go anywhere before, or do you plan on going somewhere after? I have to know all the details because age matters, because you don't have a lot of money at a certain age. And if y'all are just young and you're not expecting lifestyle out of a date, then have fun. But if you're a grown woman and you're seriously dating for lifestyle, where y'all going before or after? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. That's my question. Like, where's he spending the money at? Is he even giving you money? If y'all go on a museum date, y'all walk around and you say, oh, thank you, I had a good time. And he hands you an envelope full of money and says, well, pay your bills and buy yourself something nice. That's nice. But if none of that is coming afterwards, then no, man. At least go get some nice treatment somewhere and something luxurious, or eat somewhere nice as well. Okay. Amy, I will wear this wig as many times as I feel like it, Miss Amy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Remember, I'm not a people pleaser, and I never have been. Remember that. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said what? You're very pretty and you get that all the time, but I'm sarcastic. Should I stop it or keep that? It depends on what type of man you're trying to attract. Okay. People don't equate pretty with sarcastic or funny, especially men. They want you to be like a doll. Smile, look good on their arm, be submissive, da da da. You can bring that sarcasm out in the relationship later on down the line. Okay. But fake it till you make it, baby. Fake it till you make it. Fake it on down the line, fam. Then when he least expect it, whip it out. And be sarcastic as you want to be. Do you have to act stupid? Just don't act smarter than them. That's all. Depends on how stupid they are, how stupid you gotta act. The dumber they are, the dumber you gotta act, okay? Just understand. If they're highly intelligent, you don't have to act as dumb. You ever had somebody that was so stupid that you couldn't even get any stupider or act any stupider? You couldn't even act that dumb. You're like, okay, I can't do this. It's not working. Okay. You said men like witty if it's done right. Yeah, it has to be done without stinging. Okay. Uh-oh, gnarly, sprinkle, sprinkle. Listen to Shira, ladies. My sugar daddy and I live separately. He has paid for your cars. What? Jewelry and land. It's all in my name. Ooh, good for you. You can have it. Just know who a true provider is and is trying to use you. Okay. And who is trying to use you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Exactly. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. She's getting her bag, Miss Gnarly. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, and every time he mess up, I know you charging him for forgiveness. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said sprinkle, sprinkle some holy water on this flea market wig. Sir, this wig costs more than your car note or probably your rent. So we're not caring what you think. All right. All right. You would max out your credit card trying to pay for this. So whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tomorrow. Okay. Mm-hmm. You said, would investing in makeup attract better men? Probably. I mean, if you look good, you're going to attract. Okay. Got a full head of real hair here. Me too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And a full closet of full hair wigs. And I have full head of hair. I got both. I got options. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What you got? Debt? Dusting? What you got? A pick, Misha? Goodbye. All right. I said this on my last video. Some of my wigs are living better than some of y'all dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes. Would you not advise living with boyfriend until marriage? Is he rich? Because I ain't finna get married unless he got money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I ain't living with nobody unless they got money. Okay. He got money? As long as you don't have to cook, clean, and do none of that other stuff. It all depends on what you're doing after you move in, I guess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you let a guy who said we are not compatible and broke up by his forgiveness? Is he trying to come back? Yeah, make sure it's a big major gift so that if he decides to leave again, that you win still because you got something out of it. And don't invest your feelings into him anymore. Just make sure he continues to invest in you financially. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure it's a big, nice gift. Something that you've always wanted. Okay. You said, what if your wig falls out on a date? Well, then you didn't put it on right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Shira, how to bounce back? Never fall. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If don't deal with nothing that's not lifting you higher, then you never have to bounce back if you don't deal with something that takes you down. Only deal with what can take you up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And that's for anybody at any stage. Only deal with people that can take you up, not down. That's it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Somebody said use wig glue, use combs, use wig grip, something, ma'am. You said, is focusing on yourself the best way to make a man miss you? If you're focused on that man, you don't love yourself that much. It doesn't matter if a man misses you or not, unless they're coming with some money. Okay, that's how they show they miss you. They're trying to bring you money, gifts, and do whatever you need them to do. Nothing less. That means they're coming back and eating their words. That means they're coming back and doing what they should have done in the first place, and plus with money and a forgiveness gift. If they're not doing what they're supposed to do, then dismiss them. Okay? It's all about you. Remember that. All right. Why you didn't use the band at the back? Exactly. Put the thing on right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. You said you really can't be sarcastic. Exactly. See, men have this idea of what women should be, not what they are. That's why men don't really like women. They only like the idea of a woman and what a woman is in their mind is. Okay. So most men don't like women for them, the real women that are themselves. They don't like that. Okay. So this is why most women have to literally fake it and act, because they don't like us. They don't like you to be witty, sarcastic, smart, clever, better than them. They don't like that because they've been taught that they're better than us. So anything that outshines them, they don't like it. So Therefore, you gotta lie, get their money, trick them, and then shine, and then tell them to do better. That's literally it. And then they're so surprised when the real you emerges and you're better than them. So it's just the truth. Just do it, get the benefits. All right. Mm-hmm. Me and you got the same bangs. I don't even know what you're talking about. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You like real women? Well, with that hairdo, I hope they like you, Ike. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. She dates guys uglier than herself because she's very insecure. No, I date guys. Actually, I'm married, but if I weren't married, I wouldn't date guys who think they look better than me. That's for sure, because I'm the prize. And I need a man to focus on money, not his looks. Okay. So I wouldn't be dating a man for his prettiness. I would be dating a man for his brain, his financial intelligence, and what he can do to provide. Because I'm not a masculine woman who's looking for a feminine man that spends all day in the mirror. Because that's my job, to spend all day in the mirror and look pretty and do what I want. I don't want to have to compete with someone who thinks they're my uh, equal when they need to be out getting money to keep me. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't deal with pretty boys. That was high school. I don't deal with men who think they're the prize. That's dusty. I deal with men who know I'm the prize and gonna do what it takes to keep the prize. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's not about insecurity. It's about standards. Okay. If I had my standards only based on a man's looks, I'd be broke right now. If my standards only included what a man looked like, I'd be looking stupid right now. But since they don't, and my standards were based on what a man could do for me instead of how he looks, that's why I am where I am. Dusties, your looks are not valuable to women who know their value. Okay. Your looks are only valuable to Pygmisha and them. All right. Not us. Because nobody sees what you look like on your tax return. No one sees what you look like when you check that box that says annual earnings. They don't see what you look like. When they check your credit score, they don't see what you look like. They don't care. When you go get a car and you want to drive off the lot, they don't care what you look like. When you're going to buy land or a home, they don't care what you look like. What's in your bank account? What your bank account look like? Y'all are insecure about y'all's bank accounts. Dusties. We don't need to be insecure about your bank accounts together. So go get some. Go get some money. Okay? It don't make sense of both of us being ashamed of your bank account, but you look good. What we gonna do with that? All right? You gonna be highly confident when you go in there to buy a car because you look good or because your bank account looks good? Exactly. All right. If we got to make excuses for everything else but your looks, that's not enough. All right. So y'all are the insecure ones that only have the one thing going for them for a short amount of time that's worthless in a man. Your looks are worthless in a man. Looks are worthless in a man. The only thing you can bag is pygmy. All right? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your money up so you don't have to brag about how you look. Brag about how much you got. All right. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I got attractive, old, ugly, young, old, well, of legal age, of course, in my DMs. I'm not responding. Okay? Business only. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ah. Should we date divorced men when their wife has taken most of their wealth? Do they have the type of business that can earn it back quickly? That they don't care and that it's coming right back. That's what you need to answer. Hmm. You said Jesus is the man that will let you know who the prize is. Yes, Mary, the woman. His mama and his girlfriend. That's the prize. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Yeah. Should you not land a chat now? She's mad. Oh, I couldn't land a chat. What's a chat? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you was a man, you was in here commenting, you'd feel pretty gay. Okay, well, I'm sure they feel more than that. You said a Chad is an attractive man with money. But why would I want an attractive man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What am I gonna do with that? I could just get a man with money and I'll be the attractive one. Okay. Okay, Chad is usually a white guy. I've dated every race of man. What are you talking about? Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Need advice to move on from your provider. Get you another one, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, what to say to get quality money from a man you just met? Just met? Well, you were talking to him on the phone. You gotta have a fake Aunt Ethel who's taking a turn for the worst. You gotta make the illusion that she's real and that you might have to fly out there to see her before things get any worse or for the funeral or whatnot. You gotta start your lies on the phone. You said Chad is white. Okay. Well, I had plenty of them back in the day. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. Dusty's went crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay. How to repel Dusties? Hand them a bill. They'll run. Mm-hmm. You said lies add up. Only if you dumb and don't know how to lie and tell the truth at the same time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all gotta get smart, ladies. I know I say act dumb, but I don't say be dumb. If you can't lie and tell the truth at the same time, you gotta figure it out. Or you gotta be so good at lying that it sounds like the truth and everybody believes it. You gotta do something. If you're a bad liar, then find another way. Find another way. If you aren't able to do it, find another way. If you can't act, find another way. Okay? Everybody has their strengths. If you believe that in your heart and in your core, then don't do it because that's what you're going to attract. If you know what you're doing and you're smart and you know what you're doing, then do what you do. All right. Someone says, write down the lies in your notes. Exactly. It's just like writing, like fiction. You're just going to write fiction. And when you read a story, you're going to remember exactly how it is if you wrote it. If you're just coming up with stuff off the top of your head and you don't understand and you getting it all mixed up, that's why you need to write it down. Go get my Level Up notebooks and write all this stuff down. So on my levelupcosmetics.us store, get you a journal, a sprinkle journal, and write down all the things that you need to remember. Okay. Sprinkle. All right. Someone says, you women are so stupid. She gets money from dumb women with no money. Well, who do you get money from, sir? Who's your boss? Who signs your paycheck? Why are you mad at a woman? Shouldn't you be competing with a grown man? Shouldn't you be mad at a grown man getting money? Not a woman? How long has women not had rights now? How about 30 years? Why are you mad at us? You're supposed to be a strong, able-bodied provider, man. Why are you over here mad at us? Why aren't you on some millionaires channel learning how to get richer or compete with the real man? You're the type of man that you don't have anything to protect because we don't want anything because you have no gold. Why is he mad? Do you need a channel, sir? Do you want a channel? Do you want to tell people what they need to hear in order to better themselves? You can't do it? Okay. Well, I understand why you're jealous. I'm sorry. Work harder. Sprinkle. You said you don't take your own advice? Why wouldn't I take my own advice? I'm already married. I already got the bag. Been done that. Been there. Teaching other people how to get it. What are y'all doing? Y'all are late to the game. Go back on the podcast with men with mics up in their face. All right? Go back to the red pill. Go back over there where people are laughing at y'all. Go back over there with Pygmalion now. Go back over there where you don't get no respect, just like you don't get no respect over here. Go over there. Don't nobody want you over here. We don't want to use you for the little that you have. You can't give us any advice. You're broke. Your opinion don't matter. No one sees you. Go get your money up. Okay? I hope y'all realize this. No one sees you. Get your money up. You're like worthless. You're like a bug, a nuisance. Some things people want to get rid of because you don't have any value. You can't bring anything. You're a useless person that's supposed to be a provider. You can't even do that. You got one job and can't even do it. Goodbye. You got one job, and then you complain about it and can't even do it if you had to. Go over there with the red pill man, still dressed like they're in junior high school, who got mics all up in their face, and go listen to them and let them tell you the type of man that you should be and see how far you get. All right? Go over there with all the other woman haters and y'all go massage each other's egos. They still dressing in jerseys and hats and basketball shorts and sneakers, calling themselves grown, able-bodied men, thinking they the prize. Sir, you look like you own a junior high basketball team. And short, balding, still dressing like they're in junior high, matching their shoes, their sneakers, and their jersey. Like that's impressive to grown women. What the heck? Goodbye. Go over there somewhere. Go sit down. Y'all look terrible. Y'all look broke. Y'all look pathetic. Y'all look sad. Y'all look like y'all have not a clue. Okay? Didn't even peak in high school. Peaked in junior high. Okay? Sprinkle. Okay. Sure. What are your thoughts on Melania Trump? First gold digger lady. Sprinkle. She was the first gold digging first lady and admitted it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said balding with the jersey. Okay. Mm-hmm. You're all leveled up and not chasing men. They act interested and chase, but leave me after not more than a month. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You're not having more than one, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. See, your job as a woman is to have options. So they're not leaving you. They're just not able to impress you long enough to keep you. Okay. What are you asking of them? Are they wanting commitment with you, or are they just trying to get to what you got and failed? Like, what is the goal? Did you reach your goal by dating them? Did you get money? Did you get bills paid for? Did you stack while you were dating them? If the answer is no, you failed. Okay. How much did they invest in you? They need, if they're investing, they're going to stick around a little bit longer. They're not investing. Why should they stay? You got to get them to spend, man. Spend money, spend money. Rich don't mean nothing unless they're spending and investing. They're not investing in you. Why should they stay around? They're all they were doing was taking you out to dinner to think that they were going to get some and they didn't get any. Well, you still won. You got free food. Okay. So you got to look at it as far as your goals, because it's about you, not them. Did you reach your goal? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said elderly abusers is crazy. Well, nobody can abuse you in your elderliness because you won't have any money. You're just going to be abandoned, sir. At least they getting company. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're going to wish somebody come and elderly abuse you, and you're going to be sitting up there talking to yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't got no money for somebody to come and use you and at your elderly age. When you get old, ain't nobody come see you. They're like, he broke. All right. Only the elderly men with money have the option of being used. Nobody wants to use you if you ain't got no money, sir. Now he worried about elderly people. Well, go volunteer, sir. Go make sure the elderly ain't being used. Go volunteer. Go find you a rich old man and volunteer to help him stand clear of the gold diggers and watch he call security. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why you think they make so much money? So they don't have to be alone, and when they get old, they can have a woman on each arm. While you sitting there over there, sitting in your Depends diaper, rocking back and forth, talking to yourself. Oh, Callie, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, you've been clocking these trolls all morning. Thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said add more makeup. Okay, we got a cosmetologist, a wigologist in here. What else do y'all study about women that's preventing y'all from keeping one or getting one or affording one? How much do y'all know about wigs and makeup, sir? More than us? Perhaps that's why you're unable to keep a woman's interest, because you are a woman. All right. Y'all remember the old days when men used to talk about sports, working out, money, the economy, building stuff? Do you remember when men used to talk about men stuff and like congregate among each other and network and find ways to earn money and make several streams of income? Remember them days? Cars. Yeah, they used to talk about cars. What else did they used to talk about? Jobs, opportunities. Oh, Yasmin, thank you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The lawn, getting the lawn right, barbecuing, put something on the grill. Like, remember when the men used to talk about man stuff? Someone said politics. Oh my gosh. That was like the good old days. Y'all remember when men used to be masculine? It was so interesting. Watches, golf, sports. I know, right? What are they talking about now? Somebody said lawnmower. What are men talking about these days? It was so interesting when men were men. You said now they want flowers? Oh my gosh. Well, times have changed. I tell you that. 50-50 in fashion, hair, makeup. Dating. Wow. It seems that our feminine energy has literally engulfed all the men. It seems our feminine energy is too strong and they can't combat or balance it out. They just gave up and became feminine themselves, I guess. Oh well, only the strong survive. Well, that's interesting. So my question is, the real men that still talk about those types of things and are actually focused on those types of things, like we're not going to find them in chats with women. So it's just some men that are like that, not all men, because I realize that some of these guys, they just want to be women so bad. And we understand. Okay. But you don't have to down women if you just want to be a woman. Just observe and learn and make your transition. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Or hope that in your next lifetime you're born as a woman. Either way, you know. You don't have to be jealous of us. You don't have to put us down. You don't have to do none of that rigmarole. All you got to do is get your money up or transition. Either way, we'll accept you in those forms. What do you do with non-provider men, but not dusty? Walk past them, sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lady Love. Walk past them and act like you don't see them. If they're not beneficial, man, what you gonna do with it? A woman who is obsessed with herself does not mingle with someone who is not beneficial. Okay? If you're not beneficial, walk on by. You said lie, cheat, steal. That what you're describing right there what men do on a daily basis. So why is it so bad when women do it? Ain't nothing wrong with it if y'all ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun. They want to be mad when we do what they do. Ooh, maybe y'all should stop doing those things. And it won't be so angry on this side. You said remember real natural women though. Well, you go remember them. You go give them some play. You go take them out on a walk through the park date. Okay, you go ask them to pay 50-50. You go get your natural woman and take her on a natural date and have a natural old good time, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ain't nobody stopping you. Ain't nobody stopping you from going out and finding a woman who's all natural and taking her out on a date and asking her to pay 50-50. Ain't nothing stopping you. Not even us. In fact, we encourage, go find you that woman. All right. This guy said he wanted to know why these guys are so bothered. Why not just because they are jealous of women because they're unable to compete with men. Duh, sprinkle, sprinkle. If these men could actually compete in the real world with men who are of the caliber that they wish they could be, you think they'd be in here? They can't compete with the real men. That's why they're in here. Duh. All right. You said they're jealous because they secretly want to be women. Exactly. Now, who could blame them? Who said, what do you do when your boyfriend is looking at the same women on social media constantly? Not care, because you can't stop him from doing what he want to do. You should be looking at whoever you need to look at, who you actually have a reality chance with. Prepare for your future, man. All right. I got to go in a few minutes. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to tell the Dusties to go find a male role model. Like, seriously, one that benefits them instead of makes them look even more stupid. Okay. What do you do when a Dusty tries to talk to you at a bar, realize you at the wrong bar, and get up and leave? You need to go to a bar where they don't let Dusty in, man. Where drinks cost too much. Where there's valet parking. Where there's a dress code. You need to go to bars on the rich side of town during the day when Dusties are either at work, clocked in a drive-thru, and can't afford to even valet park there. That's where you need to be, man. You need to be where Dusties have zero access to you. All right. But if you are just somewhere normal and a Dusty approaches, start talking about your financial woes that you really don't have. Just start saying, you know what? I was just wondering how I was going to pay my bills this month, and here you come. I'm going to need some help. Then he's going to dismiss himself. Okay? I always start talking about money when a Dusty approaches you. They'll leave right away. Mm-hmm. You said natural women don't want them either. I don't think any women want them. Not even the ones that they want. Or the ones that they don't even want them. Mm-hmm. What if you telling her no thanks and she gets mad? Well, since you're a Dusty, then she must be a Pygmisha. Okay. So maybe you're not getting the understanding that you're supposed to say yes if you're approaching a Pygmisha. That's the whole point. What? Okay. Yasmin says your husband cheated on you. 21 years of marriage. Okay. What'd you get out of it though? What do you have to show for it? What do you have to show for being married for 21 years to a cheater? What you got to show, man? If it ain't nothing, you did it wrong. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they ask what I do for a living, should I lie and say something that does make much? Yep. Yes, Colleen, lie and make up something that don't make a lot of money. All right, y'all. I gotta go. But thank y'all so much for donating. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If y'all want to ask me personal questions without everybody else seeing, join my Patreon. I'm gonna link it right here. Tier 2 and up, and you can write me in the messenger and I'll write you back like within the couple of days. And also, if you are on the mail out tier, where I mail you a card or a letter once a month, you get a personal handwritten letter from me. And also you can message me as well. So I already mailed out my October letters for this month, so y'all should be receiving those really soon. If you are part of the Patreon, thank you so much for your support. And I put a little cute Halloween card. So let me know if y'all got those. And I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. Bye.